Yo, it's Big Fan Breezy with the Brooklyn Nets vlog. You already see what happened. Chaos ensued. You see MPJ get a season's high, 36 points, still lost. Tregor, what did he do? Knock down 5 threes. Did he break a record or something? Tie record, 33 threes, 30, a three-pointer for 33 games straight. Huh? He hoping. He hoping. As you already know, Nets fans is the best fans. Yeah, share the page. You know what I'm saying? Share the page. Facts. We finna be right back. Right after this track. And help me and Jay get this song in the Barclays for real. You know what I'm saying? I want to give a special thank you to the members of the page. Maria Signal Moore, Jelio, Marcus, Nets DNA, Beeman Boy, Joey BK, Cooney, Jean Philippe, GIHF underscore Carter, Brooklyn LM, Mr. Seahorse, J Noel 24, Javon Ship, and Big Homie Stay Silent. Facts. We're gonna be right back. Share the page.
BROOKLYN, BROOKLYN, block party, claps and double digits. Got the Barclays clicking, the whole block is with it. Left a lot on the table, now we coming to get it. The shook one's gone, we too Brooklyn strong. Can't stop, won't stop from the Brooklyn block. BROOKLYN, 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 BROOK. We well. Okay, we well. Okay, we well.
Just give me the ball, I'm finna score next. My J is all net, me and David just all next. Getting back on defense, hit him with strong flex. I'm official like a rep, trying not to get attacked. And we go hard on Brooklyn, that's a promise. Watch me like a can, cause it's my time. Make sure watch me like a can, cause it's my time. Switch, they can't guard me, especially side the Barclays. Spin between crosses, I can score with both hands. Really flawless, and I get to paint like an artist. I'm a boss smith, so you should respect my handle. I see the big picture with the Nets like a mantle. In the future, I see us as champs too. And when we do, I'ma do a Brooklyn dance move. The shirt that whole Millie rock like a FanDuel. That's a bet like my parlay on FanDuel.
BROOKLYN,
Oh, dang. Chill. Shout out to all the Nets fans. We the best fans for sure. LM. We definitely was playing with great Latrell for sure. And me, I appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate them out there going out there hustling, jumping for the loose ball. Shout out to Terrence, man. You know what I'm saying? That was a wild ass play. You know what I'm saying? Sloppy. I want to say sloppy play, but it was out there hustling, man. And that's the thing about basketball. Everything ain't pretty. Everything ain't you just execute the X's and O's the same way you do in practice. No, you don't do it the same way in practice because they defending you. They may be fouling you, pulling your jersey. This is where the grit come in. You know, you might have to throw an elbow or two. You might have to slap a hand down. You might have to, you know what I'm saying? Might have to do some stuff that you wasn't doing in practice because when it come down to being competitive, sometimes players be doing some other shit. You know what I'm saying? That's why I used to get real physical. Like tonight, with how the 80s used to be back in the day, that's how I used to be back in the day. They used to get physical. Like the color commentators, they usually gentlemen from back in from older gentlemen, so they always contrasted. Even when the melee happened, they was like, "Yo, you know, this would have been 5 different fights if this was the 80s. You know what I'm saying? But that's when the NBA was kind of, it was younger. You know what I'm saying? Of course, there's gonna be differences from then to now. Shit got wild. See, they got the play right here. That's like 5 technical fouls. This shit was crazy. What is it right here? Let's see.
Poked it away. Man.
That's another thing, man. Yo, stop letting them poke the ball away. I don't even like how that shit sound, man. I don't even like how that shit sound. I don't like another man poking anything away from us, man. Just the fact that he said poke, man, it just vexes me, man. I don't like the fact you let him poke anything. As a man, you supposed to know you're not supposed to let him poke anything. Nah, I'm not feeling that. 102, 104, 102, 104. Hold on. Let's dissect this play. Let me put it in slow motion. Let me put it in slow motion. Hold on. I'll try to put it in slow motion. All right, hold on. I'm gonna just let it play.
Poked it away.
Oh my gosh. So that's why he dove on the ball. He poked it away. Who poked it away? Royce O'Neal did that? Not the guy that was talking shit to you all night.
Poked it away.
Oh my gosh. This is I'm done, bro. This is I'm telling you, man, before we get to Tregor and how good he played and how to me he's a shooting guard over a point guard. Y'all make me so mad not agreeing with me with this shit, but let me see how many assists this point guard had tonight. 3 assists. I swear, man. So y'all was paying attention. Y'all want to talk about Tregor because of his 3 assists, right? That's why. No. If y'all agree that he should be a point guard, y'all better not come up here and say nothing about his 5 3-pointers. That shooting guard conversation. You know what I'm saying? Y'all can't have that conversation with me. You know what I'm saying? Because y'all don't want to be honest that he's more of a shooting guard than a point guard. You know what I mean? But it is what it is. Y'all want to talk about his shooting? Why? Because that's what point guards do. Come on, man. Come on, man. He got 3 assists. Who got 8 assists? Who got 8 assists? Nick Claxton. He's more of a point center than Tregor is a point guard. Y'all don't want to have that conversation. Y'all don't want to have the conversation that Nick Claxton is more of a point center than Tregor is a point guard this season. I said that. Y'all mad at that. Don't be mad at that. These are the facts of the matter. This is not my opinion. This is not my opinion. Nick Claxton got more assists than Tregor Domin, but y'all come on my panel and trying to force feed me that Tregor's a point guard. Y'all wrong for that. 31 minutes, your point guard gets you 3 assists, and you cool with that. Oh, it's player development. Like I said, he's shooting more than he's passing. He's a shooting guard. Y'all want to keep calling him a point guard? He's not a point guard. And Drake Powell, come on, man. Come on, man. You got John sending me stuff talking about why Cam Thomas missing free throws, bro. Y'all trying to break his spirit, bro. Y'all trying to get to him and get under his skin. Y'all like, I mean, yeah, he gonna have tough enough skin. Yeah, he missed a free throw. You be like, so what? He missed a free throw. Y'all see the offense y'all give Cam Thomas? Nasty work. Y'all let him get trapped. He became more of a passer. Even the color commentators are saying the same thing. Y'all want Cam Thomas to break down the trap. Y'all want him to get past the trap every play. You trying to tell me that there's no counter for that trap? Y'all don't run no offensive basketball action above the 3-point line? Yo, we gonna talk about it. We gonna talk about it. It's early. I got time tonight, cuz. I got time tonight. Facts. I'm tired of this. I'm tired of pretending like Day'Ron Sharpe don't, you know what I'm saying? Get more boards than Claxton. It's just that Claxton is a better screener. Listen, man. Day'Ron Sharpe, man. 7.7 boards. You know what I'm saying? Shit ridiculous, man. You want to argue with me? Come on my panel. Don't even say excuse me. Talking about Diego a point guard. How? When Claxton got more assists this season than Diego, how? He's a two guard. Why y'all keep arguing with me for? Nolan Tregor should be playing the point guard, and Cam Thomas should start. Talking about why Cam Thomas missing the free throw. He mad as hell. He got to sit behind Drake Powell. Y'all trying to fit him in the offense like he regular. He not regular. He not regular. Y'all got him fighting for the third option between Diego and Zaire Williams. Nasty. Y'all not running no offense for Cam Thomas. Y'all not. All y'all letting him do is get trapped. Everybody standing around in the 5 and out after the initial handoff and behind the 3-point line. Nasty work. No offense for Cam Thomas. No slashing from Zaire Williams. No PNR then slashing from Zaire Williams. No play where it's 2, 3, 4 basketball actions happening in one play. No ISO plays. Nasty work. We ain't got no business running no ISO plays. Nasty. Not entertaining. Y'all want to act like it's entertaining. Nah, I ain't entertained. I ain't entertained by ISO basketball. Shit nasty. I'm lying? Man. MPJ, he must be listening to the podcast, huh? What did he do? What did he do? He went to the motherfucking page looking for like a motherfucking nigga that need paint. He need that paint. Hold on. MPJ season high for tonight's game. Talk about it. Whoa. Driving layup. Huh? Claxton assist. Driving layup. Claxton assist. 2 assists for Claxton. MPJ. A dunk. Zaire Williams assist. Okay. We talking basketball now. Are y'all listening to the podcast? Listen, all I'm saying is tell your net fan friends, creme de la creme, run tell a Nets fan friend, please. Just ask them to subscribe to the page. I continue. Now, you got MPJ running layup. Diego assists. Huh? So you're trying to tell me when we get to the basket like the other teams do, and I don't like mentioning the other teams, but I've seen the Clippers do it to us, and I've seen a bunch of other teams do it to us. The winning teams, the teams that play winning basketball, they get to the paint. They look at the points in the paint stat. From this game on, we're going to look at the points in the paint stat. How much points we giving up in the paint is sad. Hurts my heart. Mark Williams looking like Wilt Chamberlain. What the fuck? Anyways, Michael Porter Jr., 3-foot, 2-point shot. Diego Domin assist again. MPJ. Look at, hold on. So Clax got 1 assist, 2 assists. Diego got 2 assists too. 3 assists. He got 3 assists in this area. That's offense in this area, and we don't go to this area. We take more 3-pointers than 2-pointers. Hold on, bro. Hold on, man. Hold on.
Establish a culture, that's what you do every day. That creates one thing, that it's your identity. All right, that's how you are seen by other people. If you work really.
Hold on. You hear what he said? That's how you perceive by other people, Jordy. Hold on. We listening to Jordy real quick. Hold on.
Hard to get 1% better every day. You're competitive.
1% better every day.
That means that you fight.
Oh, what a move by Sean Cannon.
Okay. 1% better every day. So we realize that we still could you go to MPJ on offense, but it don't have to be from the 3-point line. Now, I did all of this to show y'all that's how you play the game in the first quarter. Now, I know y'all already know that MPJ had 12 out of 16 points in the first quarter. But for y'all that don't know, welcome. You're all welcome. Listen, you see this? This is the first quarter. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But he took 1 3-pointer. This is the difference from going back, watching film, and adjusting. Thank you, Jordy Fernandez. Thank you for adjusting. Thank you for watching film. I appreciate that. That's why I was saying that he was a good coach. And you know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that Jordy Fernandez is wrong for going to MPJ for the bread and butter to start the first quarter. I'm saying it don't always have to start from the 3-point line. That's what I was saying. That's why I was mad. But now I'm not mad because he still went to MPJ in the first quarter, but he just went to the paint. You feel me? See, this is what I'm saying. Like, oh man, it's so beautiful. It's so beautiful. Hold on. Money Mike said, you think we keep an MPJ? If we keep MPJ, we gotta change his usage rate. Like, we using him too much, man. Like, he was playing the 82 game season as a 70 hot, like 77 game season as a 4th option, 3rd option. For his usage rate to go up like this, we gotta put him in a situation, Money Mike 718, where he say, you know what, I'm good. All I gotta really do is catch and shoot. I don't gotta be the number 1 option because I got somebody I can share the ball with. They trying to make it Diego, and I know they should. Now, I want y'all to see this because I thought it was interesting. I think it was the first quarter. Hold on. And then we're gonna look at Diego, because he hit a midi. He hit a midi. Yeah, right here. This part right here. You see this circle right here in the right by the dotted? Yeah, I hit a midi right there. I say, yeah. Yeah, that's player development. That's player development right there. You feel me? That's player development. Diego is comfortable behind that 3-point line. Look where he knocking it down. 30-foot 3-point. He's a rookie. What business he got out there? Look where this line at right here. You see this line right here? Look where this line. He's shooting behind that line. Comfortable. You trying to tell me that's what your point guard doing or your 2 guard doing? And on that note, since y'all want to, I don't want to agree with y'all. I'm not calling him a point guard. Until I see more of that, bro. He's a 2 guard to me, bro. He's a 2 guard. Hey, Drake Powell, he a starter, but he get 8 minutes. Why does Drake Powell get a starter and he's 8 minutes? Why? Why is that happening? You're not really a starter. Let's talk about it. Cam Thomas played 25 minutes. Why the disrespect? Why the disrespect? Why not play Cam Thomas as a starter if you're going to only play Drake Powell for 8 minutes? The disrespect. You trying to tell me that MPJ and Cam Thomas can't coexist? I disagree. But who's coming off for the bench to score? I give you that. It's hard to debate that. Word. Hard to debate that. Why Tyrese Martin ain't play? He ain't take the trip. Damn, Tyrese Martin even pull up. He ain't even pull up or go on the road. Oh shit! What happened with Tyrese Martin? He ain't even on the thing, on the list, on the roster. Wow. Yo, Ice, y'all miss Ice, man. We used to teasing about Tyrese Martin, but Tyrese Martin is a decent player, man. He decent, man. Shout out to Tyrese. Shout out to Ice, man. Or bro, Claude, stop with your stuff, bro. You know what I'm saying? Jalen Wilson, he be playing with some grit, man. I don't know why he ain't play. They try, but yeah, but over who? You're not gonna play him over Danny Wolf. And what's up with Danny Wolf, man? Leaf was like, yo, he gonna be your favorite player. Danny Wolf's not my favorite player right now, man. I'm gonna keep it real with you, man. Danny Wolf was playing kind of soft to me, bro. I wasn't feeling that. I wasn't feeling Danny Wolf trying to make a amazing, incredible pass to Dayron Sharp in the paint. Like, no, you 6'11", put it up. What are you doing? Passing it to Dayron because he's closer to the basket. You in the paint, put it up. You jump up to pass him the ball too. That shit had me. Come on, Danny Wolf. You're a wolf. Wolves don't do that when they that close to the rim. They supposed to eat. You didn't eat. It's Danny Wolf eating. That wolf is starving. He got 4 points. He didn't go out hunt and eat. Did Danny Wolf eat? He did not eat. That wolf is hungry. I need Danny Wolf to eat. I mean, play good basketball. Like, come on, man. You took 6 shots, 3 for 3, 0 for 3. You 6'11". Why you go to the paint? What is the obsession with big men taking threes? Where I'm from, big men 6'11", they dunking the basketball. Or at least attempting to every game. You know you could do that shit. Do that shit, man. Who was in the paint? Mark Williams score all of those points. That shit don't make you mad. That shit don't make you want to, know what I'm saying? Flare up like Teen Wolf. Know what I mean? You like that shit, you just okay with that Danny Wolf? You okay with that Nick Claxton? You okay with Mark Williams and what he did to us? Y'all fine with that? Huh? You sleep at night? Huh? You comfortable? You somewhere chilling? Huh? Laughing it up? Huh? Come on, man. Mark Williams ain't never played that good in his whole life. Know what I'm saying? Don't let him be doing that shit on the Nets. Don't let him be flexing on us like that. Nah, I wasn't feeling that. I wasn't feeling that. And who this dude? Jamari Booyah. Like, why he was getting busy on us? Like, who the hell is this guy? And then Rasheed Fleming came in. He ain't do shit. I remember Ice was talking about him. Shout out to Ice. Y'all know that's my guy. But he ain't, see, 8 minutes, 0 for 1. Bruh, stop it. Need a +6. Plus, please, man, sit down. +6, how? Like I said, man, Ryan Dunn, he was giving us a hard time, man. I ain't gonna lie to you. Wow. Also, who the like him? He had 4 turnovers. He wasn't no real threat. He wasn't no Grayson Allen. What was he doing with the spin moves on Danny Wolf? What was that, bro? Nah, Danny. Nah, I know y'all want to come up here and be. Y'all know me. I'm optimistic, but I'm not doing this. You know what I'm saying? They need to hear podcasters keep it real. That's at least what we could do. We not big media. What we got to do is be respectful. Danny Wolf, I need you to play better defense than that. Yo, he not like that. Grayson Allen like that, making spin moves and all that. When you see him stumble at the 3-point line, square up right in front of him, fucking bark like a wolf or some shit in front of him. He's scared, man. Damn. Like, continue to play with that grit, man. You had him, you know what I'm saying? You're a wolf. You're supposed to know when to pounce on him. Now I'm saying, like, you know what I'm saying? Like Martin Dog and Martin, you know what I'm saying? Word, man. Like, nah, but real shit, though. You a real wolf. Facts. I wasn't feeling that shit, man. I wasn't feeling that. Word. Dylan Brooks, he tough. I ain't even gonna hold you, man. I ain't even fanning. You know what I'm saying? He tough. Mark Williams, though, bro, 27, 13 for 15. No resistance. No resistance. LM, you said we was playing great. There's no resistance. Just have your way. It's Subway. 13 for 15. I'm not feeling that. That's not no defense. Y'all want me to be cool with that, right? Y'all want shits and giggles, right? Right? That's what y'all came here for, right? You came here for shits and giggles when Mark Williams is scoring 27 points on us, bro. It's probably his career high. Nah, bro. Nah. Nah, I ain't feeling that. And Clack, sit down if your finger hurt, man. That ass. Sit down, man. Cause like you had 8 points and 8 assists. All right, that's and 2 blocks. All right, but who was you guarding? You was guarding Mark Williams. He had 27 and 5 boards. Bruh, come on, Clax. Clax. How you gonna do the things like that? Clax. You representing Brooklyn. Come on, Clax. Clax, you come on, Clax. Oh my goodness, man. This shit is crazy, man. Listen. No Booker, no Green. I see you, Bill Johnson. Shout out to the chat, man. I see y'all, man. And let me just talk about Cam Thomas real quick, man. I said what I said earlier. It's really no reason for me to reconvene because I know y'all gonna bring it up anyways. But Terrence Mann, 30 minutes, 7 points, 3 for 5 from the field. He only misses 3-pointers. Bruh. Y'all already know my starting lineup looked like Diego at the 2, Danny Wolf at the 1. Y'all heard what I said. If Nolan Traore is healthy, Nolan Traore at the 1, Danny Wolf at the 2. No, I'm sorry. Nolan Traore at the 1, Tregor at the 2. At the 3, MPJ. At the 4, Clowney. All healthy. 5, Claxton. And if he hurt, Day'Ron Sharp. Yeah, man. It is what it is, man. Nah, man. He said Terrence the enforcer, man. That shit crazy, yeah. Listen, man. I'm gonna keep it real with y'all. The best thing you could do is hopefully we open up the playbook, man. You just open up the playbook, show them we got a plethora of different ways to score the ball, not just going to MPJ. MPJ was carrying. Brooklyn LM in the building. What up?
Oh, it was good, man.
We played tough tonight, man. We was out there fighting, man.
Yeah, we were, man. But you know, typical Nets fashion. I think Dylan Brooks has been stepping up since Booker went out. So I gotta give him props for that. I mean, Mark Williams at 27. I mean, what you gonna do? He was killing Clax tonight, respectfully. Like, and it wasn't all on Clax. You know what I'm saying? Like, he was scoring on whenever he had the mismatch. But I mean, yeah, Mark Williams is that guy, man. He was playing good on Charlotte before he got traded. I think his career high is 30. I'm not sure. Maybe higher than that. But
He was looking in, bro. Come on, man.
yes, I mean he's a solid
He
big,
wasn't
man.
hooping like that last game. I don't see what he had last game before this, man, because that shit was
You
crazy.
gotta remember though, Breeze on Charlotte, before they traded him, he had a run. Like he was dropping consistent 30 balls. You know what I'm saying? So he's a really good center. Um Other than that, yo, I mean, I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, this constant MPJ offense, I guarantee I'm glad he got the 36, but we missing one thing out of this. The reason why Claxton getting all these 8 assists, bro, Tregor getting 3 assists, all they run is DHOs. Like they are on the half court. They putting Claxton at the 3, give MPJ the ball, Claxton at the screen. MPJ gonna shoot. That's why Claxton got 8 assists.
Ding, ding, ding,
MPJ was just shooting
ding.
all
Hello,
night off the 3.
talk to.
You know what I'm
Ding,
saying?
ding, ding.
You talking about Jaeger only got 3 assists. Of course he got 3 assists. All we run is DHOs. The nigga not doing nothing to get anybody involved. Of course he gonna have 3 assists. I just don't get it. It's a Claxton and MPJ offense. Jordy don't switch it up, bro. That's all we gonna see. Claxton at the 3-point line. Jaeger at the 3-point line. Even if Jaeger got the ball in his hand, he giving it up to Clax. Why are you giving up to Clax for? Run the pick and roll. Like it makes no sense, bro.
So LM, all right, so tonight's game, there's certain plays where you thought players should have did certain things, but maybe passed the ball instead of being aggressive. Like what you seen out there tonight?
I've seen DHOs. I've seen fast breaks being ran, players running to the 3-point line instead of attacking the paint. I seen MPJ get the steal, which was good. You know what I'm saying? And force the turnover. He run into the 3-point line. Jaeger run into he had the lane to try to draw a foul.
Facts.
He don't take it. He run to the 3-point line. I'm like, even if MPJ is following him, bro, there's 4 people, including our team, all the way back in the half court. It's 2 of y'all on one person. I think the one person was Royce O'Neal or whatever. Bro, MPJ, run to the paint. Why are you at the 3-point line? It's 2 of y'all against one dude. The whole team is behind. You got the steal. Like, I don't know what is it with this 3-point bonanza that they have going on, but it's ridiculous to see nobody going to the line, bro. I'm like, I love Jaeger, but at the same time, I'm like, yo, Jaeger, draw the foul. It's 2 of y'all. MPJ, you stopping at the 3-point line? Are you like, go? It's a 2-on-1. We could have tied it right there. It's like, I don't know. Like, this team offense is so frustrating to watch because not only is the MPJ center, but it seems nobody else when they get involved in the offense. Cam Thomas coming off the bench, he looked checked out. He did what he did tonight, but it's just like nobody else when they get involved in the offense. Out. Everybody hit. He definitely checked out.
Yo, bro, on the color commentators, like not only us, but the color commentators, they talk about Cam Thomas and they say, oh, make him a passer, keep blitzing him, make sure he's passing the ball. If they know that, then Jordy Fernandez got to know that. That's their whole game plan. Cam Thomas is not going to have a good shot selection after they figured out where he is on the ISO ball. Bro, they never put him in a situation where he's playing isolation basketball. He always getting blitzed. And I'm saying that to say, but even when he not getting blitzed, which is rare, there's no pick and rolls, there's no screens, there's none of that. They just expect him to score.
That's what I'm saying. Nobody on the team run pick and rolls. There's no pick and roll action. This all DHOs is all get MPJ open off the screen. This point center Clax, I'm not hearing it, bro. The nigga is getting his assist off MPJ. Sit MPJ and play Claxton and see how many assists Claxton get that game.
All right. So hold on. I'm not even gonna. All right. So boom, you ain't buying that. I'm gonna rock with you. I'm gonna fall back on giving so much credit to Clax being the point center and more of just giving them DHOs. I give you that. But Ye going to 2. How you don't see what I see, bro? I don't see how y'all missing that.
I'm the only reason why I don't agree. only reason why I don't agree is because we can't see Jaeger be the point because we running DHOs. That's the whole thing.
So you
If
you
we
putting it on Jordy then? You putting it on
Yes,
Jordy
it's
then?
Jordy's
Yep.
fault. Yes,
Okay.
it's exactly his fault. You got your
Okay.
point guard. Why are you giving? There's no way if we had a Cade on this team, Cade not giving it to Jalen Duran off the once he reaches the half court. Duran setting the screen and they running the pick and roll. Are you kidding me? Like
Mhm.
you got a point guard that you drafted, bro. Let him run the offense. Let him find MPJ. Let him find Claxton. Let him find Man if he's in the
Mhm.
lineup. Let him find Powell. Let Yegor control the offense, bro. He's a point guard. That's what you brought him here for. You didn't bring him here to run no DHOs with Claxton. That's an offense anybody's going to be easy to read. Of course, MPJ 6'10", so you're going to have the advantage over who he's shooting over. But still,
Mhm.
like, that's nasty offense. Nobody want to see that every play. And teams is going to catch on, and y'all going to see what happens when these teams catch on and they start losing. Because this
Mhm.
is the offense that we running, bro.
Mhm.
I don't want to see ISOs either. But at the same time, you got Yegor. Let Yegor run the offense once in a
So
while. Let him
hold on.
find these
LM,
guys.
talk to John. I just want to hear you and John kind of go back and forth. Shout out to everything Brooklyn Nets, John. Just talk about Jaeger and hold on. Let me handle the super chat first. Shout out to Javon Ship. He a moderator on this page. He said Jaeger got to grow some nuts to run the show. Okay, so Javon Ship is looking for him to run the point. Now, again, if that was the situation, let's say what Javon Ship is saying that out of respect for the super chat, let's say he is running a point guard. You're gonna need your point guard to touch the paint. You know, he doesn't touch the paint. All his assists is going to come from DHOs. That's not really point guard work. You just got to go catch and shoot guy. Now, that being said, or stop. That being said, you want more from your point guard. You want to see him drive and kick. You want to see that. You want to see him have more than 3 assists. Now, we're going to continue this conversation. We're not changing it. I'm gonna just go to John and LM and ask the question. Now, I'm gonna answer it first, and then I'm gonna ask it. I think 6 assists a game for a 6'8" point guard, it's not too much to ask. In his rookie year, maybe it's a tall ask, but just him developing as a point guard, I'm looking forward to him by by the end of the season, I'll say 4.5. You know, 4.5, 4.5 assists. But a max, I want to see him have an average like 6 assists. Give me like a week of basketball where he averaged like 6 assists. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I'm asking y'all, for him to run the show, how many assists to run the show? Because that's being the general of the floor, the extension of the coach. That's running the show. We keeping it with Javon Ship Super Chat. How many
I
assists
think
do
I
you
think
need to have to run the show? That's my question to Ellen
I
and John.
I think to pass it to John after, I think with Yegor, we talked about Yegor being an extension of what Jordy is running on the court. Like if he's looking at the X's and O's, Yegor got to be able to carry that out on the court. If all they're looking at in the huddle is DHOs, then like what is that would mean to Javon's point? Yegor will have to like be the rebel and break free from the DHO play. Because realistically, if they in the huddle and Jordy's like, yo, we running this play, we're gonna set the screen for Claxton, and then MPJ's gonna come off. Then it's like, okay, well, Yego's probably gonna have to be a rebel and be like, yo, F that. Yo, Classic, come up here, set the screen. MPJ run over the screen. Uh Even if freaking Clowney, once he get back in the lineup, whatever, can set an off-ball screen for MPJ for him to get open in the corner or something like that. Like that's what we want to see on the court. I think Yegor can easily get to 5, 6 assists if they just allow him and trust him to run the offense. But at the same time, I will also like to see once they run the pick and roll, if nobody's available in the perimeter, take the mid range, do a one dribble pull up. You're capable of it. It's not like you can do it, but
All
take
right,
the dribble
so
pull up if you got the mid range as well.
all right,
Have a
so
balance to it.
yeah, I so that's a tall ask. You asking for all of that in this season, or are you just talking about developing him as
No, as he grows and as he develops, I'm sure you're gonna see it. But in the second half of the season after All Star break, I think we should see a balance in Diego in terms of him getting 5, 6 assists or more. I don't think that's a tall ask. I mean, it's really
yeah?
what you
All
got
right,
him for,
so
but
Yeah, all right. So let me ask Ellen, let me pose the same question to everything Brooklyn as John. For him to run the show, John, what does that look like for Diego?
Great question. First off, Breezy at LM, are you ready to rumble? Because that's what we got tonight at the end of that game. But yeah, listen, just like LM said, LM, great looking, man. You were cooking Jordy so badly there, man. It was awesome. Yeah, listen, for Yegor to run the show, I agree. 5 to 6 assists would be good if he is the lead point guard. And right now, for him and all these rookies, it's a growth trial right now. They're trying to work through a lot of adversity. And for Yegor, listen, I was proud of what he did tonight to Dylan the villain, a guy whose antics, quite frankly, are pretty damn annoying. Like at the end of the day, Dylan pushed him first. There was a play where I think he literally shoved Jaeger on the floor, and then at the end of the game, Dylan is overselling, holding on to the basketball, and Jaeger just like straight up pushed him on the floor. And then people are saying that Jaeger ran away. Royce and so dude grabbed his jersey. Jaeger was a runner. He said, "What are you gonna do?" Like Jaeger just had enough, man. So I give it because there were many people saying, "Oh, Jaeger is soft as cotton candy. You don't got a pit bull attitude. Stand up for himself." Well, he stood up for himself tonight. Yeah, kill the momentum of the game, but for Jaeger to have that moment to be like, "I'm not going to let people walk over me." That's a big moment for Jaeger tonight, man. And again, he had another big 3-point shot. And I don't know if you saw this, Breezy. He has hit a 3-point shot in 33 straight games. If he hits
Yeah,
one
I
more
seen that.
three against Denver, he will set the all-time NBA rookie record for consecutive 3-point shots in consecutive games. So again, another record that's in front of Jaeger to potentially break. And I thought that was a big growth moment. But just like Elam said, 5 to 6 will be good. But again, Elam called out Jordy again. Like we've been calling out Jordy a lot recently because listen, MPJ, he had a good game tonight. He was carrying the team a lot. But you saw in that first quarter, Breeze, like MPJ was pretty much taking every shot he could. Like I didn't even think Jaeger or Powell got off a shot in the first quarter, and that was a letdown for me. It's like, Jordy, don't you want these rookies to take more shots, get better? The fact that Jaeger had the highest amount of field goal attempts at 9, and all the other rookies had, I think, less than 5, that's not where they should be at this point of the season. Each of these rookies should have at least 9 to 10 or 11 attempts a game at this point. Like, it's bad that these rookies don't get many shots off, especially when a guy like MPJ, who the system is built around, like LME have called out before, like it gets dull and repetitive. And all these other teams have easily figured it out, and they're not letting MPJ score like he was, a month or two ago. So it's like you got to utilize your other players to the best of their abilities. And for Jordy, he's still not fully trust him. I get it. Drake
So,
Powell
but
had a
hold on. Let's slow it down and talk about Diego. Can you think Diego inside the 3-point line can play with his back to the basket? My point is this, John. I'm not asking him to tween cross triple just cross over and none of that. I'm asking him to play with his back to the basket, know how to not let a defender poke the ball away. Protect the ball first and foremost, and kind of like use his height as an advantage. You know what I mean? Could he throw a small point guard in the post? You feel what I'm saying?
it's the next step in his evolution. I think for the second half of the season, get your dribbling a lot better. Like I want to see Diego dribble the ball in the interior, take more layup attempts, mid-range shots, just like he was in the middle of the season. He was taking more chances like a month ago, and now it's kind of been mostly a lot more threes like he was in the beginning. But I agree with you. I think dribbling, challenging more people in the interior is the next step for Diego. But getting stronger is something that's going to take a little time. And I said this on Apartment Gamer Scott's channel. I think this summer for the
Scott.
rookies who are going to be sophomores is very important because they can have to spend a lot of time in the gym. Our rookies this summer, getting even more stronger, coming into training camp next year, looking a lot stronger than they are right now. That to me, if Diego comes to training camp next year looking a lot more stronger, you're going to see a lot more of the interior presence that we want to see. And I think his dribbling will get better over time, and he will be making better plays for his teammates. So just right now for Igor, he's trying to figure out how to run the system in a way that fits what Jordy wants, and he's trying to get his own confidence continuing. Listen, we all can see Yegor as a
Let's
shooter
let's
right now.
let's let's look at the facts, not our opinion. He
Mhm.
shot 7 out of 9. He shot 7 3-pointers out of 9 field goals. This is why I'm saying he's a two guard. These now, if you didn't know the position, this is what I'm trying to like logically talk to y'all. We all met. You just look at the numbers and you say, okay, guess the position. You know what I'm saying? Or guess the player. If you look at Diego numbers, bro, the fact that he 5 for 9, or better yet, I'm sorry. Let me be more specific. Not the box score, but the shot selection. This is his shot selection, bro. If you look at the shot selection, you would think this is a two guard, not a point guard. A point guard shot selection will be sometimes inside the 3 point line, like the two circles you see in the paint under by the dotted. Is I said that to say because part of what the point guard responsibilities are is driving kick. You looking for guys. You looking for the PNR. You PNR. Everybody knows. And again, I didn't see him play at BYU, but I keep hearing that he used to run the PNR at BYU. So my thing is just just do the same thing with that. Even if you don't want that to be the number one thing you play and develop, you have to implement it in his offense and being 6'8". Him learning that soft touch, getting to the midi. He's going to be taller than a lot of point guards. You're going to use that as advantage. He can see over people.
That makes me
I
think Jordan
agree.
ain't watch him at BYU because like he ain't doing it. He ain't allowing him to do it.
I agree
Like
with you, Breeze, that we want to see him take more advantage, but this is where the Terrence Mann thing is such a problem. Like this guy wants to run point Terrence Mann. He wants to help the rookies. I'll give this to Terrence Mann. Him protecting Yegor the last few games. I didn't think we'd have a $15 million bouncer on our team, but I guess Terrence Mann wants that role. But at the end of the day, Terrence Mann, he's who Jordy wants to do the playmaking, dribbling responsibilities over Yegor. But it's like this is why you gotta sit man down this second half of the season. Make Yegor the sole lead point guy and say, Yegor, the decision-making skills are on you tonight. Get people involved. Take more advantage of game in the interior. Be more physical. Jordy's not telling these things. He's right now trying to let Yegor be a scoring type big and let Mann run the point. But just like Miguel was saying, you're taking away his progress and development by doing that. You're giving him a crutch. Terrence Mann, no disrespect to Terrence Mann, but Terrence Mann is being a crutch for Yegor's progress right now. And at this point, we shouldn't see it. Terrence Mann did his job for the first few months. He taught these rookies like Nolan how to dribble a basketball, be confident in your abilities. And I wish Nolan could have played tonight, but he was sick. But with Yegor specifically, I'd rather Yegor be the lead guard in the starting lineup, and everybody else has to follow his lead, and he's going to initiate the plays. But Jordy right now has Mann in the rotation again, and it's taken away from Yegor, really trying to take off on that side of his game. Like, we don't need some of these vet crutches right now on the team holding our rookies back.
Hold on, yeah. And I gotta say this. Because Brooklyn LM is here, and I know he watches college basketball. Shout out to everybody that watches college basketball. I want to have this conversation. Shout out to Ace. I forget to say his Devon or something like that. I be seeing him on the book, and he was saying if he had the number one pick, he would pick Boozer. So I was like, why? He said we ain't got no inside scoring. And I agree because I felt the same way too, but I don't know if he knew that because I don't know if he watched the content. But case in point is Suns has 72 points in the paint. That's a problem. This is always hold on. This is always LM. This always been a problem. For the longest we've been getting scored on. And the only time we had any kind of relief is when a little bit with Blake Griffin, but KD and Claxton mostly. And I mean, that's and Jared Allen, and they never really played Claxton and Allen on the floor at the same time. But anyway, so I'm saying that to say this is a thing that been happening for years. We've been getting outscored in the paint for years. This ain't some new shit. So I'm saying we should draft somebody like Cam Boozer because, for one, again, I just think anytime you get a father that, you know what I'm saying, could teach him the game the way his pops did. He was already an NBA player. I'll be thinking they have that advantage. You know what I'm saying? Word. I just think he's a winner too. I think he, you know what I mean, as far as what the Nets need to get to the next level is to have somebody solidified, somebody like MPJ. You want to keep MPJ, you get Boozer. Put Boozer, you put MPJ in a situation where he could get back to some of the catch and shoot. Boozer is not going to do what Jokic do or does. I doubt, but I do think that he's something like a Sagoon type of player. You know what I'm saying?
The only problem with Boozer is
MPJ and catch and
there's
shoot.
not a lot, but the only problem with Boozer is he's not really a shot blocker. Like, that's the
But do he
thing. Like
contest shots?
He can, but it's not. He's not in terms of like Darren Peterson and AJ. He's not really the most athletic. Like you're not gonna see him rise up and send a shot to the bleachers. Like that's not necessarily his game. I think he offers resistance on the inside, but I think that's a big thing that a lot of the scouts and a lot of people are questioning about Boozer. Can he be a rim protector? When I don't know if he necessarily can be, but I think he does offer you resistance at the rim, being 6'9", 250. Um, but he's
Okay.
vertically, he's not that good. I would say
Okay.
possibly Claxton might have that advantage over him, but Claxton is not 6'9", 250.
All right.
He's
So, but
6'11",
I
but
but let's have this conversation then, LM. Number one pick, who you picking and why?
I mean, AJ the Monster, man. That's my guy for number one. Uh, we've need we've needed a wing for a while now. I mean, at this point, he checks all the boxes. He can create his own shot. Uh, Extremely athletic, can run the floor. Um, One of the top besides Darren Peterson shot creators in this draft. At 6'9", he has extreme two-way potential. And I think we might see some chase down blocks out of AJ once or twice. Uh, Once he gets honed in defensively, he's 6'9" with a 7-foot wingspan. Oh, I think even a 7'1" wingspan actually. So um, I think he just fits all our needs. If we keep an MPJ, which it looks like we might be doing, but if you keep an MPJ, him and MPJ on the court kind of looks nice. You know what I'm saying? You got two shot creators in the starting lineup. And AJ is a pretty decent playmaker as well. He can find guys on the perimeter. He can run the pick and roll. Um, but he's also aggressive. He's going to challenge you at the paint. He's going to try to dunk on you. He's going to try to draw the foul. I think he's third in college at drawing fouls. Um, so you can already tell in the NBA he's going to get to the rim, but I think he overall fits what the Nets need. Just an
Okay.
aggressive guy who can get to his anytime he
So
wants.
so all right. So let's get to it. Is AJ number one option on the offensive
For
side?
him on the offensive side, for sure. Wherever team he go to, he definitely is going to be the number one option.
Okay.
Wholeheartedly, him or Darren Peterson. I feel like they have offensive engines that teams need, especially Brooklyn. So if you get him, I mean, with MPJ, even if you do get MPJ and you luck out and get AJ the Monster, um, he a rookie, but I wouldn't be surprised if AJ came in the league averaging 21 points per game immediately. Like I just think his offensive repertoire is that skilled. He can get a shot from anywhere on the court, and he can play defense. So we need that on the team, and we need somebody who's going to force the issue. And I think he helps Diego a lot as well. He will help Diego a lot tremendously if he's on
BYU
this team.
connection.
Yeah. So you got two 6'9" dudes in the starting
But
lineup.
but hold on, LM.
Like
Let's go to John because I just want to know what y'all would do with the first pick because I ain't go yet. I wanted to go too. So you got AJ. Who you got, John?
Yeah, if I had number one pick, AJ, just because that's a guy that you can build a franchise around. The guy is an athlete. He can score all over the court, sound defender. He can play make too. Like this is like literally a guy who has aura of like a Jordan, a LeBron, because this guy literally has all the pressure on his shoulders. And this guy said off the bat, I want to play with the big time players. I want to build my legacy. And that's somebody the Brooklyn Nets have never had the chance of drafting ever. So to get somebody like that, and if you do keep MPJ, imagine making AJ your two and having Jaeger as your one. Like having two 6'9" guys in the backcourt is unheard of. And then you have MPJ, and let's say you keep Clowney and you promote Wolf to starting lineup. Like having that type of tall lineup, that's like what Houston did to start the season. It's unprecedented, but it's how you have to act in the NBA. You got to be a bigger team if you want to actually be a legit championship contender. So AJ for sure. But if we keep slipping in the standings to the worst of the first or second record, the highest I think we could get, though, is either Boozer or Wilson. And Wilson right now, I keep saying it, that guy defines positionless basketball. Freak athlete. He has a mid-range shot. He can shoot the three. He's a sound defender. I think one of the best potential defenders of this entire draft. He's somebody that could fit
I
any
don't
type of
know. The
style we're
guy
trying to
that
build right now.
I'm getting mixed reviews about him as a defender. I'm not gonna hold you. So
He,
let me ask you: is he man in the paint?
he can man the paint. The dude looks a lot taller than the way he plays. I saw this guy I saw somebody go for a rebound. Guy jumps up, slams it, man. Like listen, Caleb Wilson, man. This dude has skill sets of the top three guys right now, and he could be somebody that Jordy could implement in the system to play the position style that he wants these other rookies to play.
So hold
That's
on.
going to
So
take
what you
some
saying? We
time.
can't. So you saying we can't miss whether we get like 1, 2, or 3 pick?
I think top four is very ideal for us right now. But for Boozer and Wilson especially, they're
Top 4.
likely my starting power forward over Clowney. I like what Clowney's done offensively, but still
So you picking?
defensively.
Hold on. So you picking? So hold on. You picking AJ over Boozer?
Yeah, right now, if I had the top one pick, it's AJ over Boozer and Wilson. But look at where we're going right now. If we keep losing, I think the highest we could get is
No,
either
who's
Boozer
who? All
or
right, no,
Wilson.
no.
Now AJ, I
I'm
wouldn't
trying to go.
argue at the 2.
Right,
If
right.
you took, I don't know about Jago at the 2, but if you get AJ, I'll definitely put him at the 2, put Jago at the 1. You got
Yeah,
2 6'9" dudes in your backcourt.
That's
yeah,
true.
but
And
now,
you're talking about a second year where Jago is probably going to be way bigger. And I mean, at this point, way more aggressive, and he's probably going to figure himself out. So, yeah, that could be
right.
scary.
And if you, but
So
if you
all
do
right.
somehow
So
trade MPJ, then AJ becomes your three. So
hold on.
Yeah.
Let me keep it going because you see the panel growing. Shout to Sky. He just joined the panel. We shouted you out earlier. I mean, John
it's
did. He was saying that he said something on your panel, but I'm gonna say my soliloquy. But whilst you here, Scott, just tell him your channel and just throw your link in the chat. You know what I'm saying.
Okay.
I'm gonna give
Yeah,
him.
you can reach me at Apartment Gamer and More and Apartment Gamer 1 on the X.
All right,
Yeah.
so just to bring you know what I mean, to what we discussing, we got John get the number one pick, picking AJ him and LM. So it's my turn
Same
to
thing.
pick. Yeah, all right, so that's three. That's three. You
Yeah,
know,
AJ. AJ will fit us
so
better because we
I
need
know.
a wing. We need a good
Yeah,
wing.
yeah. See, this is what I'm saying. Like, I don't know. Of course, I want to, I guess, the quote unquote make the show more interesting. But the truth is, I don't watch college basketball to know enough to say this one or that one. All I do
Uh,
know is what I see far as news. And what I see is the one who making the most noise is AJ. No lie. He making the most noise. Like he definitely looking like superstar level, and not just in his game. And again, the reason why I like him so much is because he had 42, but he only took 5 3-pointers. This is a player that I've been asking for. It had no name on it. It was just about playing inside of the 3-point line. He plays inside the 3-point line. You got a player that's going to score 42 points, but only took 5 3-pointers in the modern NBA, somebody scoring 42 points, they doing it from the 3-point line more so. And they doing it from the free throw line. It's not the field goals. So that being said, yeah, I'm taking AJ at 1. I'm gonna take AJ at 1. I will probably take Boost at 2 because I agree with Ace on the book about us being in a situation where we need that help in the paint because we do, even with AJ. But let's call it what it is. We've been getting beat by the perimeter for a long time. We need perimeter defense too. You know what
we
I'm
we
saying?
need a we need a center, Breeze. Like I'll be honest with you, I said it
Nah,
last year that we had a
but
DefCon
we
problem
need
at center.
AJ. Hold on,
But
but do we need AJ more than Boozer?
I'm fine with either one personally.
I'm
I mean,
fine
they're
with either
both
one, but
wings. They're both
I think
wings.
AJ changes the trajectory of this franchise more so. He just has not only the on court skill set, but I mean, there's a guy that already has his own shoe in college. You know what I'm saying? Like he will do
Well,
much
y'all
for
heard what
Brooklyn.
Jay said. Jay said we need to play with their own sneaker. Know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, shoot, I mean, he a Nike signature athlete
It,
already, bro. I mean,
it,
you put
it,
him in
it,
Brooklyn,
Yeah, it's starting
that's
to
a
make
bonanza.
sense. I think we connecting the dots. Again, the BYU connection between him and Tregor. You got somebody like Domen that scores more of his points behind the 3-point line, respectfully.
And he
But then
shows
you
up
got
in
right,
clutch
but
moments too.
right,
He
but think
shows
about
up
it.
in clutch
You would
moments.
have them in culmination. You know, you wouldn't be comparing them and contrasting them. You would have two players in the backcourt. One of them want to get to the rim. Another one want to take the three. That's you spreading the defense. Like the defense is going to have a hard time if they run in pick and pops, pick and rolls. Even if you think that's the one that AJ is going to be the one that rolled to the basket, bro, they got to stop it. You know what I'm saying? And the way Jago is shooting, they gotta respect any space. They can't give Jago no space. They can't give him no space. He's gonna grow confidence to take any shot, not just the 3-point shot. And when
it
he
would be
do,
ama-
you know,
it would
I
it would be
just think,
amazing.
but somebody like AJ DeBon, especially right now, if they got the same coach. If Diego Domen and AJ DeBon got the same coach, like the coach didn't change from season to season, and it's the same coach, they're gonna more than so than anything be on the same page. As soon as AJ DeBon should get here, we might fuck around be competing next year, man. Shit might be
You gotta
serious.
remember too, Breeze. BYU coach Kevin Young. He was supposed to be our head coach for Brooklyn.
All right, he was in the running. He was in the
Before
running.
Jordy. Yeah, he
Right.
was in the
Okay.
running for us to be head coach. But Kevin Young is
Mhm.
known for having players be ready for the NBA at a fast pace.
Mhm.
Kevin Durant speaks highly of him. He's a coach where if you want to be ready for the NBA, you go to Kevin Young. So AJ, this I know it's about the money and BYU and all that, but he went there to make sure once he reaches the NBA, he's set to go. So they're doing good things over there in BYU with Kevin Young and that their training development team over there, which is more reason why I would want him in Brooklyn. I feel
LM,
like he'll be the most NBA ready.
Yeah, I agree.
LM has a team ever drafted back to back lottery prospects from the same college ever? Would that be your first time thing that
Uh,
said that?
Well,
I
I
think
do
so.
do get a lot
I'm
of
not.
drafts, so it
Wow.
wouldn't be out
Yeah,
of the
dude. Yeah, but
it wouldn't be out of
I
the
think John's talking
realm.
about to the same team.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
wouldn't be
if they
out of the
both from
realm.
BYU, that would be
Yeah.
something. But
That
I
would
would
be
be
interesting though.
it would be amazing if either four of them, but our center position, just to change the conversation a little bit, needs to be figured out. Like I said, we had a problem last year with Claxton, but again tonight, looking Mark Williams, looking Nick Claxton. I know Claxton has a pinky injury; he shouldn't be on the court. I saw Claxton keel over like 3 or 4 times in that game. Like if that guy gets even a blister of his finger touched by somebody, it's like yikes. Like at the end of the day, our interior anchor presence is not there. Like Mark Williams cooked both Dayron and Claxton, and even if we get a top franchise guy in this year's draft, that center position is still very in trouble right now. Like, I honestly think if you're not trading MPJ, one of Clark's a day run, you got to move. Allows Wolf to be a 5, actually, and not be a wing to see if he can actually gain more confidence in a set role. It's just right now, Clarkson Dayron, the combination long term, it's not working. You need an actual 7-foot type center that can actually man the paint against an actual big. What Mark Williams did tonight was, oh man, he slaughtered us. Dunk, 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 dunk. The dude ran for a dunk at one point. Like none of
Hold
our
on,
bigs
hold
can
on,
do
hold
that
on, hold on,
consecutively.
now, hold on. Dare I say that Jordy Fernandez and make AJ DeBonch to take a bunch of 3-pointers? Or do you think he'll let him play the game that like play for that?
Nah, I don't think he'll let AJ take threes.
You think
Like
he give his
he'll probably
teammates a
make
good
sure
like play the
he'll
way he
get
want to
some
play?
up. But I think he's one of the person if because remember you talking about I don't know if we will get the number 1 pick or the second pick, but we talking about a guy that's highly touted in all areas. I think if you get a guy like AJ, you got to let him be him. Like the same thing San Antonio did with Wemby. You know what I'm saying? They could have had him just be a Porzingis, just not even be a spot up shooter, but They let him play his game. All right, you can handle the ball, you can do all of these things. We're not gonna limit you. We're gonna let you be yourself. So I think that's the philosophy we gotta adapt when it comes to AJ. Don't make him to no spot up shooter, none of that nonsense. Let him play his game because his game is efficient. I mean, dude can get 42 on 19 shots. Like
That's true.
that is somebody that
That's pro
you
level.
really want in the offense, especially on the Nets. I think Jordy would love AJ on this team. Like that would
Yeah.
be that would be we finally got talent on this team for God's sakes. Like that
Do
would
you
be a godsend for Jordy.
do
So
you see Jordy being around for the next 3 or 4 years?
Not at this rate.
uh,
If he keeps what he's doing right now, like
Because
just like Ellen keeps
his
saying,
whole
he's got to
game,
change this up.
yeah, his whole game is more like systematic. The way he deals with his bigs, it's like
this is DHO
he
nonsense. He think
right.
Claxton's a bonus. Like
No,
He's not.
yeah,
That is
yeah.
cosplaying. Come on. He's cosplaying as a point center. Like, I'm more point center than Nick Claxton is right now. And that's not my role. Listen, I think what Jordy's problem is you built this system around one guy and it worked for a little bit, but this second half's about implementing the rookies more. The
But
rookies should not have less than
But
9
hold
hold on,
field goal
it
attempts a
worked.
on,
game.
hold on.
It
That shouldn't
worked.
happen.
It
Hold on,
works
Scott.
because he's getting the numbers.
Scott, I wanna talk to Scott about this. Now, yo, Scott. Now they obviously giving Drake Powell the starting position, but they only gave him 8 minutes and Cam Thomas had 25 minutes. Now I'm saying that to say this is not about Cam Thomas. This is about Drake Powell. Because
Right,
they would give him the starting position if he wanted it. He
right.
don't want it for real, bro.
I don't think he's
Like,
ready.
You don't know that, Breeze. You don't know he don't
I
want
don't
it.
think. I think he
All right,
wants it.
so listen, I don't know that exactly, John, but
Right.
what I do know is, bro, he had 8 points. He had 8 minutes and 0 points. That's what I do
why
know.
do you think
That's
that
not
is?
Jordy. Listen, Jordy's a perfectionist. This guy would, if these guys stepped on a crack, he'd bench him right now. Come on. Like, Jordy needs to get out of his own head. He should not
He
expect perfection from rookies. He should
So hold
teach
on,
them the
let's
right things, but
let
challenge them
John. I
accordingly.
mean, hold on, John. Let Scott answer the question.
Okay.
Like
see the
because again, y'all know my opinion, so I don't want to. I want to hear from other Nets fans. Like, what do y'all feel about Drake Powell, man? Like, what's
yeah,
going
yeah.
on?
I think like what it is this. In order for the rookies to develop in a live setting, you have to create the live setting. If you're getting blown out, you're not creating no setting. You're not creating fourth quarter type of scenarios because you down 20, 30 points. What are they going to learn from that? They're going to just be running up and down the court, jacking up shots.
Right, right.
So this is the reason why he takes them out and put vets in there to keep the game relevant. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if he's winning. You got to keep it relevant, and then he put them back in. He puts them back in the game.
Listen,
do a
but
great foul.
listen, but hold on, listen. Remember, I'm the one that had the bone to pick, or for lack of better words, is because I don't think he should start over Cam Thomas. And again, whatever they gonna start Drake Powell over Cam Thomas. But what's upsetting is that they get the green light to start over Cam Thomas, and then it's like Terrence Mann shouldn't start over Cam Thomas. Drake Powell shouldn't start over Cam Thomas. I'll give you Diego at the 2, starting over Cam Thomas and putting Nolan Tregor at the 1.
It's
But
funny when they talk about
and again,
AJ
I
because
think
when his game will be ISO.
what
It will
about
be ISO. It will be ISO. The same thing.
I agree with Elliot.
The same thing. I'm just saying.
But what I'm saying is we want to. What I'm saying is we wanted Drake Powell to work because y'all trying to replace Cam Thomas. Everybody know that Cam Thomas is on the house with the Brooklyn Nets, so it's about
Right.
replacing Cam Thomas. And I'm
Right.
saying you can't do that with Drake Powell, not from what I've seen. And again, I
Started
will
a
always
few
reiterate
games.
that. Hold on, let me finish my soliloquy. I will always reiterate that Cam Thomas, as a rookie, had 2 game winners. I want to see that from any of the rookies on this roster. Now, I'm only saying that to say these are the facts. These are not my opinions. Now, that being said, Drake Powell, in my opinion, is not enough to replace Cam Thomas. Now, if you're gonna keep Diego at the one, it gotta be with somebody dynamic like a AJ DeBasha. Otherwise, Diego at the one don't make sense. Especially when you got somebody like Nolan Traore. Because my thing is, it's not about no disrespect to Diego, but y'all talk about hindering progress. You could do that in Nolan Traore by not giving him more minutes after the way he played. He just had his career high. It gotta be significant for him to get more minutes from now on until the end of the season. Hold on, let's slow it down. We in the middle of the season. What player development have we seen from the rookies? In my opinion, Danny Wolf came up short. Middle of the season, Ben Saraf, we expected Ben Saraf to be where he's at. Nolan Traore is showing strides of being a good player. Diego Domen, the eighth lottery pick, he looking like a lottery pick. Real
Mm-hmm.
talk. Him shooting the ball at that clip, just regularly shooting clutch, and then he just got it. Like I like Diego at 8, bro. I do, but bro, no, bro. Some of the stuff we gotta address, bro. AJ Devon should gotta be next to Diego for him to work at one. Otherwise, Nayland Traore should run point.
If
From
you get
Can I
AJ,
respond to the Drake Powell thing? The reason why Drake Powell earned the starting two roles is because he could defend, he's athletic, and he's tall. The reason Cam Thomas can't start is because he doesn't meet that criteria. And let's be honest, Breeze.
who is
Wait,
he
wait, wait. Can I just say
defending?
this? Let's be honest. The last 6 straight games Cam has played off the bench, how many times has he looked lifeless on the court? How many times has he passed up good shots that he normally would make in his sleep? He missed free throws tonight. Breeze, like, listen, Cam is done with this team, and it's all right. Listen, he don't like the front office. I get why he doesn't like Sean Marks. We could have a 1 hour conversation, which I don't want to have right now, about how bad Sean Marks handles Cam Thomas stuff. But Cam, on his own end, he has looked lifeless out there. He just don't care anymore. So the reason why Drake Powell is starting him is Drake Powell busted his ass to start at 2. And yes, it wasn't a great night tonight, but Jordan needs to get out of his own head and not bench his rookies after 8 to 14 minutes. What are we fighting for, Jordy? To build a team or to make you relevant as a coach? Now that's a mic drop, bro. Like, seriously, we got to stop with this pressurized crap on the rookies. You ain't got to go through some adversity. First ever lottery
All right,
pick to make
all
the
right.
Rising
So
Stars
hold on.
league. Come
If you
on.
drop the mic, then you finish, right?
No,
Listen,
no, I'm not.
what I'm saying,
I can talk
but,
even more on the
but
stuff
no,
with
no, no,
Cam
you good,
Thomas.
you good, you good, you
Listen,
good. No,
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 all right.
what I'm saying is, again, at the end of the day, from what I've seen, this is the eye test. This is not my opinion. I'm watching how he fit in the office. I'm watching how they trying to implement Cam Thomas. Bro, y'all want Cam Thomas to care about it? Drake Powell not supposed to start over him. He not. Like when I
I
look
don't
at
think that's
When I
true,
look at Drake
Breeze.
Powell, when I look at what JB talking about when it
You
came
don't want
out
to
to
listen
pass.
to that one.
Hold on, I know y'all disagree, but what I'm saying is the whole thing with the basketball and not being aggressive on it. Again, for Diego to work, he needs somebody to be aggressive at the 2 guard. Diego is somebody that wants to catch and shoot. At most, he's doing a pump fake, steps to the side. Yeah, he hit the midi earlier, and I want to see that. You know what I'm saying? Y'all, we could debate Pardon, no problem. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, I just look at it for what it is. I don't want to see Diego at the 2 if Nolan going to be playing this well at the 1. He's actually finding guys. He's getting past the bro. I'm gonna keep it real with you, bro. I'm trying to compare Nolan speed to the player that we had on the team. Now I know Kyrie fast, but Kyrie was more quick than fast. Like you couldn't stay in front of Kyrie because his handle was it's just too much to deal with, man. You know what I'm saying? But Nolan Traore is fast. I see he make the not pause, but if you watch basketball, I see him make the defense turn their hips, bro. They be mad as hell, bro. They just mad quick the way he fast though. So he's like in just getting past defenders with no problem. It just he need help finishing. That's all. But just him finding guys when he not going for the shot, bro, he be getting to it and he be getting fouled. And again, the whole thing with Nolan Traore running point the way he is at 19, I just don't see Diego doing the same thing. If we was to look at who had more assists between Nolan Traore and Diego Domen, it's gonna be Nolan Traore. Why y'all debating me on this? I
You
don't
do
What?
know
It's
You
one
do know Diego
year.
is seventh in assists, right? For all the rookies this year, Diego
seen
is
that.
seventh in
Y'all be
assists.
the same type of people that if Killian Hayes was playing better than Cade his first year, y'all get rid of Cade. Like it make no sense,
I
bro. It's
never
No.
said
1
that. I
year.
never said that.
I'm just
What
saying at this point
When Cade came in the league, he had a bag, dog. He had a bag.
he did, but what I'm
Why
saying
is that
is the whole
Arsenal?
point
That's
of
my
it is
thing.
in terms of Drake Powell starting and all of this yada yada yada.
Yeah.
I think Jordy in his mind, he values size and what you can offer on the defensive end rather than the offense, bro. I think that's just what it is. At the end of the day,
You
yeah,
think he
Powell
valued
is not a.
defense?
I think he values the size in the lineup, bro. Like Drake, at the end of the day, Powell's 6'6" with a 7 foot wingspan. He's gonna guard probably the best players,
Right.
and he
Yeah.
a catch. It's not like he
He's
can't
not going to
shoot
be
the
a.
three.
It's
He
he.
catch and
Yeah,
shoots
somebody
on
got some
certain
bad
moments.
Yo,
feedback.
somebody got bad static. Who just joined?
That's
I think
Big
that's
C.
Python. But nah,
Yo, hi.
Drake
What's
Powell
up,
gonna
bro?
shoot the three if he open. It's not like he not gonna pass. He gonna pass up a shot. If he open, he will shoot it. You see him get to the mid range. You seen him
They
shoot
can
the
get
three.
better. They can get better. They can get
Like
better.
he will
They have
score.
39
It's
games to
just
get better.
at the end of the
Huh?
day, what
They'll
what
get better.
development is what development is the rookies gonna have
No,
if you're an
I'm
offensive
saying
MPJ center.
that if you create the scenario for them to understand, that's what I'm saying. If you're getting blown out, say you losing the game is futile at it before even the fourth quarter. What have you learned in the fourth quarter?
Everything.
God, if your
What?
offense is
Hold, hold
one
on,
guy,
Scott. Let me
right? Hold on.
What you
If your
learn?
offense is one guy,
let me
right?
tell you.
And your
Go
offense is
ahead. Go
one
ahead.
guy, then what
Let
development is
LM
there in
finish.
that?
Go ahead. Well,
What
go ahead.
development is there in the one guy? If you're in the huddle and your coach is telling you to pass it to one guy, to get one guy open, to get one guy
Or
his
the play
shots,
in that
to get
set.
one guy the day shows, what
Yeah, yeah.
development is there for the rookies unless you go rogue? That's what they have to do. They have to go rogue. That's what I think they have to do.
I don't think Jordy wants structure in the way he's teaching you to play his system. His
Then why,
system.
then why is he
Not
There's
so
no
running through
evidence
one
much.
guy?
that
Wait, wait,
there's
wait. If
no
he cares
evidence
about
that
structure,
works.
Scott, why is he running through one guy? It's been 3 months. Can we get away
What
from
one
that?
one guy he running through?
MPJ.
Oh, he's the only one that can hit an open shot.
Well, you
That's
can.
not true.
Wait.
That's
Can't
not
Who
Jordan
else?
true.
teach these other guys how to shoot
Who
That's
consistently?
not
else?
true.
Who
Diego
else?
and Drake
Nolan
Powell
can
can
shoot.
hit open shots
They
too.
they
Yeah,
only
Right.
give those
they
guys
have taken it. They have
they
taken.
only give those guys grenades.
No,
If you look
he
at
had
the
an
stats,
opportunity today.
look
He had an
look
opportunity today.
uh,
Diego had an opportunity today.
He had a
to
clutch
do
fourth
what?
quarter shot.
Yeah, he missed the second one.
That was a
He
bad play. Wait,
But
wait. That play you're talking about, that was a bad play. That was
I'm
a
not
bad
trying to
play.
pick on his miss. I'm
you
not
are.
trying to pick on it. No, I'm
That
not.
was on
I'm
Jordy, not
trying to
him.
say what it is. What
No,
it
he took
is.
he took
What
two
it
shots.
is.
He
And
made
he
one.
has no bag. He had an ISO and he couldn't even
You
get up.
sound like the people who
Oh
used to
man.
I'm
detract
just
Steph
saying that
Curry.
is true.
Hold
It is
on.
true.
They
Now
used
I'm
to
not
say the
saying that he
same thing
can't get
about
it.
Steph Curry. They used to say Steph don't have no left. Why they trading who was the other shooting guard, short
Monte
shooting guard that
Ellis.
they had? Monte
Monte
Ellis.
Ellis.
They
What? All
the
I'm saying is what it is now.
the traditionalist fans was all screaming. All he does is shoot. He can't go left, and he's now the one of the greatest players
I'm
that
not
we've
saying
ever
not to play
seen.
Jaeger.
You
I'm not
can't.
saying.
Yeah, but what are you saying though? Like
I'm
it
saying that he need a
for
lot to
them
learn. He
for
need
them.
time.
Even if you
All
don't want to
rookies
use
have a
Steph,
lot to
Trey
learn.
Young was popping threes when he was in college.
Right. All I'm
All he
saying
did
is
Yo,
was
hold
shoot
on, hold on.
threes.
Listen, hold on. Time out. I wanna see what Python want to debate me about. And again, like I said, shout to just LM content about what he said about the coach and him getting players NBA ready and all that. But yo, at the end of the day, I didn't see Diego run no PNR. Bro, he got to run a PNR for me to be
You
convinced he a
you
point
didn't
guard.
watch
I
him in
wanna
college.
hear
You
this
don't
debate.
know the
What
player,
you
Breezy.
wanted to debate me about, Python?
Breezy don't know the player. In college, all he ran was pick and roll. That was their only play. Then conference play. When he was playing against the regular our Lady Mercy of the Poor, just he was dominating. They had him as a top 5 pick. Then conference play came up, and you started seeing 28-year old college graduates on the court with him, and it got physical. And that's when I noticed Yegor didn't like physicality back then, and he was. And I even said it. I came on this. I was like, yeah, conference players bumping out. I had a long conversation with LM about it. And what you're
That's true.
what you're missing is that you're looking at everything like it stays the same. You have to look at where everything has dynamism in it. The earth is never sitting still. The earth is always spinning. Everything is always
Man,
changing.
I know
And
ain't no
what you
PNR, ain't no Jordy
eh,
Fernandez playbook.
there is no
Like,
P. We are the 26th in the NBA in pick and roll. We run
yeah, I
pick
Nasty.
and
know.
roll. When you
Nasty.
don't have talent, you're supposed to run pick and roll to death. They don't run
Yo,
it. They
And y'all want to talk
run
about
I
Claxton
don't
8 assists? Come
understand.
on, man.
Yo, facts,
like
man. Come on.
Nah,
like how can
I don't
if you
understand why
run
we
it,
not running the pick and roll. I don't understand it.
Because we don't have an
it's
actual
not in
center.
it's not in Jordy's bag. He doesn't
Nah,
have someone.
still though,
He
bro. That's a
doesn't have
basic
some.
fundamentals of basketball, bro. Not to run pick and roll is
He
to
ran it
say
in
because you don't have
college.
the personnel.
If you
It's
read
like,
his
come on,
scout,
man.
if you read Yegor's scouting report, it said we don't know if he'll ever develop a 3-point shot. He can't shoot based off of the film, based off of the 3-point possession. But they didn't watch. They didn't watch him. That's what the reason why they got it so wrong is because they didn't watch him in Red Madrid. These doofuses came on Twitter and started saying, "Oh, he's 6'9", but he can't shoot." First thing he comes into the NBA and what does he do? He starts firing, but he's firing in an offense that is generates 3-pointers and handoff plays to
Spot
one
up,
player,
spot up, spot up,
to one player. No,
spot up
no, some people,
shots.
not everyone just shoots spot ups in Jordy's offense. They
He
sides,
do,
they pull
he
up.
do.
They no, he sidesteps and pulls up. He does
No,
everything.
but he ain't no. Come on, you
3-on-3.
saying he put it on the floor? Come on
He
now.
put it.
No,
He
no,
put it
but
on
it'd
the
be
Come on,
one
floor.
dribble.
That's
man.
not
Come
my.
Son,
Oh,
on.
it'd be
Scott,
one
it's not
dribble.
my. It's
He
not
supposed to
I'm
find.
looking
my.
at the game. I'm seeing
Yo,
he's
you
spotting up.
watching the game, but you're
I
not
get it.
watching. You're not thinking of the reasons. You're not looking at the
No, I
plays that
know
they're
the
running.
reason they don't do
They're,
point and PNR. That's
And why don't
exactly.
they do that, Scott? And
I
why
don't
don't they do
know.
that?
I
yo,
don't
Because
know.
Michael
Jordy
Porter
is
Jr.
limited
has
in what he's building right now.
Jordy like
Michael Porter
Jordy like
Jr.
a
took
point guard that
24
can do the
shots.
point the point PR, and we thought
Listen,
that we thought Yegor like Pod said, we thought Yegor was a good. I thought he was a good PNR. Be
he
honest.
ran. That's all he ran in
I know
college.
that's all he ran in BYU. I
and
understand
they
that.
and that's what they tried to tar him with. They said
I
he's
don't.
just a pick and roll player. He can't shoot. Now he's shooting, and the coach don't run PNR, and on top of it, he's not physically built to absorb it.
Maybe
Absorb
that's
that.
why. Maybe
But
that's
that's
why.
what. But he's not 26 though. He's 19.
Yeah.
When you're
Okay. So
19
I'm
years
not
old,
saying get rid
what
of
what
him.
happens to every
I'm
19?
not. I'm not
Every
saying get rid of
19
him.
year old gets stronger. Every 19-year-old gets better. Every 19-year-old adjusts to the speed of the game. If you can already be breaking the Nets 3-point shooting record, then you got that. What happens when he does put on the strength, right?
If
And
he does,
he's going
He
to put
will.
he it's
He
not
okay.
like
will.
Claxton.
All
It's
I'm
not like
saying.
Claxton where
I'm
Claxton
all I'm
has to
saying
become a
if.
center strong. He just
All
needs to
I'm saying
become
is
point guard
if.
strong.
All
He
I'm
has to.
saying.
He's 6'9". There's no if about it. He's if
What? Oh,
I'm a.
come
You know
on
what the if
now.
is?
Come
You know
on,
what the if is?
Pod.
If
He's
you
not the only
believe
6'9" that came in the league.
if you believe that this particular kid, right, with all that you've seen him and you've listened to him in the post game
Yes.
properly say, like that's the reason why I believe in Yegor so much is because
His
when you
confidence.
can not his confidence, but when you know what's wrong with you, when
Oh,
you
okay.
know what's wrong with you, that's the road to fixing it. He
But then
says
that's
it. I'm not strong enough yet. This happened to me last year in conference play. That's on.
right. So
There's
what
a
I'm
video of
saying,
him.
What I'm saying
explain
is
what he has to do.
but why are y'all complaining when you know it's going to take time with him?
Because Jordy's not
It's not.
challenging his rookies
How
accordingly.
you know
Bro,
that's not what
I saw in the
listen,
first quarter. Wait, I saw the
Scott,
first quarter. It's like Yegor
Scott,
Powell
Michael
didn't
Porter
get one
Jr. took
shot up in the first
24
quarter.
shots tonight.
Come on,
Porter Jr. took 24 shots tonight.
come on.
right.
That's look at everybody
It's
else.
no,
Look at
no,
the
it's definitely lopsided between the one and the second option. We don't know what's
Lopsided,
up.
generous. You're being
Yeah,
he
generous
don't
with
it's
that.
no.
he don't
Hold
only
on,
get
hold
the
on. It's no.
ball.
Yo,
It's no.
The
MPJ is
only
taking 24 shots, bro. What are
Yo,
y'all?
hold
What
on,
Come on,
man.
development are
Hold on,
y'all
hold on, hold on.
expecting?
Listen, but what I'm saying is, this is what
the
again.
average is
Hold
89.
on, y'all. What
Trade
I'm trying.
Michael Porter Jr.
Hold on. What I'm trying to say is again, when you draw plays, you drawing up
This is how it's going to be.
exit. You drawing up DNA. You drawing up DHOs. You drawing up these plays. These are plays you draw up. What I'm saying is a shot creator. Those who the ones who get more shots. If you're not going to add PNR to your offense, this is why there's all of these plays drawn up for MPJ. He's not drawing up no plays for all of these other players. Even Cam Thomas, they double him off the blitz. If they don't find a play to counter the double off the blitz, the double in the blitz off of the screen, or the DHO when he get it, bro, he's gonna look dismal, bro. They gonna put Cam Thomas in a situation he not in. He not supposed to be in. Like I want him to be happy because he coming off the bench. But the truth is though, when you look at his shot selection, it ain't good, bro. He had like one good midi on his baseline, like he was open. But
Cam
other
is
than
giving
that,
up threes. It's simple as that.
he gotta get his offense out the mud, bro. Jordy Fernandez is, and he's a player that and what I'm trying to get at is Jago is not the only one hurting because we don't run P and on our offense. Jago hurt, Cam Thomas hurt, Dayron Sharp probably a little bit hurt. You know what I'm
Whole
saying?
team hurting, man.
We don't
if
have a
you look at
star level
if you look
They,
dominant.
the
It's
if
like
whole
you
we're
team is
all
I've
hurting
been
struggling.
here.
saying
We're
this.
all hurting here. It's like,
I keep saying this.
The whole
When I
team
was in
hurt.
Vegas, I said this to I reported this to the pod, and I said they are not giving Nolan because on the side you watch Nolan handle, you watch Nolan sprint, you like damn that nigga fast as fuck. Oh shit, his handle is nice, but when he got on the court, he didn't know what to do. He never played in an offense like this before. And
Right.
you know what Nolan's figured out? Fuck Jordy offense. he just
yeah.
go for he just go for broke. That's
Yeah,
all he could do. And if
Yo,
you
Python, yo, I seen Nolan Traore post game interview after he scored his career high. He was like, I go downhill. You know, he got that French
yeah,
accent. He was like, yo, I
yeah.
go downhill. He's like, that's what I do. Like, they answer simple questions because they don't know a lot of English, bro. Nothing fancy. He said, I go downhill because that's what I do, bro. That is his game. He's not taking no 3 pointers. He is getting to the rim. And
Well, he can't make 3 pointers though. He like that's the thing. It's like
Cam
one of
Thomas
them.
be hooking him up, man. He don't be hooking Cam Thomas. He be
Nah,
checking Cam
Diego,
Thomas.
Nolan's jump shot has gotten better. I ain't gonna hold his
You
jump
know,
shot
Nah,
is
it did. It
pure.
did.
It's
His
just
jumper did get better.
Pod,
It
Pod,
did.
you know what's
he been
And it's
hitting threes
and it's
recently. I can't say that.
But no,
Pod,
hold on, LM. Let
he's
me say
still
this to you,
shooting
bro.
20
Hold on.
something percent. You know what I'm saying?
Hold on,
Like
hold on. Let me
he got to get that up higher. But go ahead, Breezy.
hold on. I wanted to say this, but the difference is that Nolan Traore heat up from the 2 pointer first, then the 3 pointer. Somebody like MPJ, he can hit his 3 point shots in the beginning of the game. You know how you like me, like a regular basketball player. I go to the park. I don't start with 3 point shots. I start with the easy shots. You know what I mean? I'm trying to get my confidence up. You know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to be far away from the basket.
Yo, I when they sent Yegor down, excuse me, when they sent Nolan down to the G League, I was like, this is not helping him. He's gonna dominate down there, and it's not helping him. He's used to that speed. He played at that speed last year in France. That's the level. So when he started just being like, yo, I'm not running these plays. I'm going for broke. I'm doing what I do. When he stopped listening to the side to side basketball they play in Brooklyn and started just going for his, that's when you started seeing 20, 21,
Facts.
24, 30, right? And they
Yep.
bring him up. They should never have put him down there because there was no reason to put him down there, but they bring him up, right? They send Saraf down, who I've been telling y'all is garbage for a long time. Saraf
Oh
can't
man.
average 12. Saraf can't
18
average
minutes.
12.
Pod,
And
Pod, he played 18 minutes tonight over both Wolf and Powell, man. I could not believe what I was seeing, man. It's the
yo, it's
same
because
stuff
that's
I saw
Jordy's
in training
draft
camp.
pick. That
I
if he
can't.
didn't show you nothing in G League, he comes up here, he's taking up time. I told y'all niggas he was a bum.
We
And
could have
and
drafted Hugo
but that
Gonzalez,
was
Pod. Hugo was
but that
right there.
the
Right
listen,
there.
I ain't gonna cry about Hugo Gonzalez no more for the rest of his career. I was very very clear that he should have been
It's
the
right
pick.
there.
There was a couple players right there. We could say a lot of
Reynard.
things. But we took this dude. He went down to the G League. He averaging 12 in the G League. I told y'all
Yikes.
niggas he was a bum. Right? If you averaging
Yo,
12 in the G League, you might be all right, but you're not real. This situation, y'all got to come to grips with it. It's Jordy. It's Jordy. It's
We've
it's
been saying the same thing, Pod.
so
Me and
alright,
Lam
so
has been saying the same thing.
he's a
alright,
You're on the
so
he's
same
a
page.
hold on, listen,
he's a
listen. This
tyrant.
is the part. Hold on, part. This is the part where like I said, this is a podcast, so we had an advantage to really get to do what we want to do. You know what I'm saying? For lack of better words, you know what I mean? That nobody ain't paying me to say this or that. Now I'm only saying that to say that Jordy Fernandez, I truly, sincerely care about the Nets winning. I truly care about the player development. I see everything y'all got going on, and I'm for it. I'm not here just to chat for shit and giggles. I really want the Brooklyn Nets to build something and win the championship. I want to be alive when the Nets build the championship. Now, a championship team. And I want to see it with my own eyes, my own net fan eyes. Now, I'm saying this to say, Jordy, if you're listening, is the thing is the PNR has been important to a lot of basketball teams, not just the Brooklyn Nets. You know, when you think about the yoke with Sacramento, you think about the Denver Nuggets. Come on, you trying to tell me that the PNR was important between Jokic and Jamal Murray? You feel what I'm saying? Like real championship teams or rosters ran the PNR. You trying to tell me there wasn't a run in the PNR with Isaiah Hartenstein and Shea? Huh? Like what
We
we
don't have an
talking
They
actual
ran the
starting
pick. They
set.
ran the
We don't have a
PNR
starting
against us
center, dude.
tonight. Grayson Allen and Mark Williams in the running the pick and roll. I'm like, yo, you can't take no advice from that. Like,
right?
look at what they doing to us.
They've literally
Right.
converted Nick Claxton from a center to a point forward. Like, that's the perfect way to describe Claxton. If you want to talk about the playmaking, what he's done, okay, he's fed MPJ a lot of shots, but that's really what Claxton is, a undersized point forward. His playmaking's gotten better, but he has no offensive game still. So it's like, that's why there's no pick and rolls with Claxton anymore. Like, they rarely do it because they changed his role again. Remember, he was a point guard in college, then he became a defensive center. Now it's a defensive, somewhat point forward. It's like, it makes no sense. Like Potter's been saying, like Danny Wolf should be playing at the 5 right now, not at the 4, not at the 3, not the 2. I know you want to run him at the 1, but even that is not logical. Run him at the 5 and let him make plays for others. Having Wolf as a wing, he does nothing to make the team better. But Jordy's like, oh, I got to bench Wolf to make an example when I'm screwing the kid over right now. Same thing with Powell, man. Powell makes one little mistake after earning the trust to start. Oh, bench him for Zaire. And I like Zaire, man. I feel bad that Zaire got hurt tonight. But why couldn't we start Zaire and Powell together in the second half? Two defensive dogs together. Oh, I got to start Terrence Mann again because Terrence Mann's now the bouncer of my team with the rookies. Like, Jordy, get out of your
You call
own
them
damn
a bouncer?
head. You're not Greg Popovich, bro. Like, come on. Like, Jordy needs to wake up here. This ain't Sacramento anymore. This is Brooklyn. This is about building a real culture. And Jordy can talk about philosophical nonsense all day, but it's like, Pod just hit nail on the head. When these rookies have gone rogue this year, they've played their best basketball. When Yegor did Orlando against Orlando, the Barclays, that was going rogue. It's like, MPJ, man, give me the damn ball. And that's what he did. Nolan against Boston. He was ready to take lead at point guard, like Pod's saying. When these rookies go against Jordy's system, they play their best basketball. So let the rookies create the system. Stop creating a system that other people are trying to copy right now because clearly it's not working for us. That's what's got
You
to
know what
change right now.
the funny thing about all this is in Sacramento, and they was running the pick and roll with De'Aaron and Sabonis, which is
Exactly.
actually hilarious. So I don't
So
understand.
hold
I don't understand.
Right. So okay. So again, now we agree. We totally agree. Now and again, like I said, we was getting into whether it's the player, and now we come to find out that Jordy's on the hot seat. Now, Jordy. Now I want you to know that the big fan Breezy page got here because we were talking basketball. We don't like losing. We of course know we agree with the tank. So the pay us no mind. But at the end of the day, it is what it is. We're gonna break down the game and tell you what we see. Now, of course, the P&R will be beautiful in my opinion between the Danny Wolf and a Jaeger because Danny Wolf is still going to try to look the pass, which I wish he would shoot. If he's going to jump in the air while he's in the paint, I need him to shoot that ball. I need them to develop that sky hook. That 2 point shot is worth more than that pass. Now, if you want to make a pass outside of the paint, cool. But don't put Dayron in the sharp in a situation where he's gonna get doubled. But the case in point is that Jordy Fernandez strength with Danny Wolf is playing him like Jokic at a point center. You said that about Danny Wolf earlier in the season before he started. You said he's a special player. If you agree that he is a special player, then stay consistent with that. You feel what I'm saying? And you know what I mean. Let him do the special things that Jokic be doing or try to
That's
do. You know
PR
what I mean?
talk. That's PR talk. That's what you say. That's coach speak. It you know how he feels about a player or a plan by who he plays. He the man only like I've never seen a coach do this like this, where you completely have a crutch on making one player your best player who's not Michael Jordan, who's not LeBron, who's not who's not 2019 James Harden. This is not this doesn't make any sense what Jordy is doing, and it's almost like he's the um arguing with the front office because and he pouts too. When we get blown out like that, he's pouting because
Facts.
what's the name told him to play his rookies, right? Every GM who drafts rookies, especially when they do you see glimpses of them. A GM is gonna want you to play them, and when he tells him to play his rookies, what does Jordy do? Jordy puts him out there in a position to fail. They don't create no
Mm,
plays. How do you discover Nolan has this talent and you don't run no pick and roll with him?
Right.
That means you're
uh,
sabotaging them.
You see more pick and roll and practice in the park than in the regular
yo,
season,
facts,
man.
Ellen. Yo, I
This
was
is
cooking
like, come on,
tonight.
bro.
Savage
This is
on that.
nasty work, yo.
Yo, I said LM should be the coach of this team, man.
They
Let's go,
they not
LM.
only
Get that job,
but you
man.
know what else Michael Porter Jr. affects? Fast break. Y'all gotta pay attention to this. When they start a fast break, they get to the half court line and stop.
Yo, Pot, I just said that early on the thing. I was like, yo, there was a Yago and MPJ had the fast break tonight. MPJ stopped at the three.
Yeah,
Yago and I'm like, yo, like it's a
yeah,
2-on-1.
and it's because he's
Go
a
to the
half court
paint.
player. He would be great for postseason play. He's a half court player. That's why we are dead
Clearly,
last in
yeah.
transition.
Clearly,
How do you have
clearly
rookies on your
Jordan.
team? How
Clearly
do you have rookies
Jordan.
on your team and don't run fast
It,
and don't do fast
Jordy.
breaks?
Clearly
it,
Jordy. Put a lot of emphasis on 3 point shooting. That's for
you
sure.
think that's what every team is doing, but it's like, why can't we create something organic in Brooklyn? I don't like this about the first quarter. MPJ was doing these interior plays after plays, and it's like Jaeger and Powell not getting any shot attempts. I didn't even see. I don't even think the
John,
rookie scored in the first quarter, which was
John,
abysmal. Like, why are we
we
doing
shoot
this?
threes on
But
fast
but
breaks.
Yeah,
We
yeah,
shoot
time
yeah,
tons
out.
of
Hold on,
threes at
hold
the
on.
end of the
Hold on.
fast
Let me be
break.
specific.
yeah, yeah,
Hold on.
yeah.
Let me be
That's
That's
true.
not
specific.
building nothing.
Hold on. Let
That's
me be
true.
Threes on
specific.
fast breaks is crazy.
Out of all of the hold on, out of all of the rookies far as scoring, I believe that Noah Tregor has the most scoring prowess, the more willingness scorer, willing to score over pass. I know y'all like to give credit to the passing and all that. I'm saying if you give it's up to Nolan, he's gonna score before he's gonna pass, but he'll drive and kick, bro. He got high IQ. I ain't for a point guard, man. For a young
So
point
he
guard,
our future point guard. That's
He
what he's
could be.
saying,
Relax,
Reed.
He could be.
Nah,
man.
not if he's gonna be shooting 0 for 2 from 3
He
and
might be
I
a
think
shooting
really
he
good
can
six
better.
70%.
man, Breeze.
He
Breeze,
can
he
get
might
better.
be a
He
really
can
good
get better.
six man
Jordy
potentially.
Fernandez
I don't
gonna
know
give
about
him a lot of
starting.
3-point shot
He
opportunities, man.
he
He'll
might be
get
a
better.
solid six
I
man,
think
Breeze.
Nolan
I
might
don't
be
know
our
about
backup
starting
point
though.
guard. I don't
Yeah,
I
know.
he
don't
might be a
know.
solid six man potentially.
I don't
He
know,
actually
man,
is what we
because
want Cam to
And
be.
they're gonna run
So
that triple guard. They're gonna run that triple guard system sometimes when that Indiana runs. At least that's I know that's Sean Mark's vision. He saw that those 3 guards out there and was like, all right, I'm gonna go draft me four four point
be
guards.
honest, Pod. Sean Marks has no vision. Be honest, Pod. After 10 years, does Sean Marks have a vision? Come on.
No, he does. It
But
just hasn't changed. He
but
thinks he's
look,
gonna play positionless basketball in a league that has gigantic centers in it. There's no positional
Exactly. So how can we
passes.
play it if we have an undersized pick?
hold on, y'all.
Freaking
Hold on.
lying.
Self sabotage.
I just wanted to shift the conversation real quick to the standings because you know, I know for one, the Pelicans, they gotta show that's the NBA. That's the franchise. The NBA own that franchise. They gotta showcase that talent. You can't just have a bunch of talent on your team and not showcase the talent and you the NBA. It's gonna look bad. Like, oh, word, the NBA tanking. So they gotta showcase that talent. Queen gotta play great basketball. Fizz gotta play great basketball. So I'm saying that to say they might have more wins than the Brooklyn Nets at the end of the season. Sacramento Kings for the let me look at some, bro, because in they last
They
10,
just lost to the Knicks, bro. Like this
okay,
shit
they
just
four and
pissed me
six in their
off.
They
last
had the
10.
Knicks on the ropes tonight, man. The Knicks are in trouble, bro. You can't they can't take care of the
They did.
Kings.
They should have won that game. I don't know why they didn't
Yo, they
win.
benching Towns. The only reason the Knicks are playing their best basketball is they're benching a guy making $50-60 million.
Sacramento definitely
Oh,
should
they're
have more
cooked.
wins than 12, dog. That
Oh,
They
they
that
about to
they
blow
roster
that
is
team up.
Sac-
crazy.
LM. They about to blow that team up. LM. You could just tell them, man. They about to make a whole bunch of wheel and deal moves.
but hold on. Sacramento, I think they might get more wins to us, but it's tough. The
They might get.
Wizards,
They gonna get more wins.
the Pacers, the Wizards, I don't know, man. They gonna be in the bottom, I
I'm
believe.
telling y'all. I think we either gonna be the fifth best odds, the fourth best odds, or the third. I don't think we're gonna be
I
the
think
worst
it's the
team in the
third.
NBA.
I think it's
If
the
I
third.
think we might have the third best odds by the end of the day.
if we get second
I'm gonna
worst,
say
we should aim for worst
let's
at
say the
that point.
third,
I'd rather
bro.
at least lock down 5 at that point. If we have the second worst, the lowest we get is 6. I'd rather just go for worst at that point. At least I know I'm locked in top 5. You can't give me 6, 7, 8, or 9 or 10. I'll take my 5th pick at that point if that's what
I don't
happens.
trust that pagan Jordy to keep the tank going when he's playing against teams that are gonna lose to him on purpose.
He's
That's
got to
why
sit
I'm
MPJ
nervous.
and
That's
Claxton
the
down. Pod. He
problem.
just has to do. He just has to sit those 2 guys down. That's
It's
it.
it's it's that's gonna have to come from
That's gonna have to
Sean
come from
Marks.
upstairs.
Because the times you could tell when they tell Jordy who to play, it's like a big little kid who just goes fine and just throws out anything. He
He
don't let no
started
plays
Terrence
go.
Mann at the 3 and MPJ at
See
the
what
4. Why are we
happens,
starting
and
a
then
guy with a sprain at the 4,
he
man?
lets
I mean,
us
right
lose
now,
by 40, and then
right now for the
he goes to
Nets,
Sean Marks. See what happens when you play the rookies. You see what happens.
You're funny,
right
Pod.
now for the Nets, Kings, and New Orleans, I think it's just a race of who gets to 13 wins first. Like I think that's just what it is. I don't know if Washington probably got another win in them, but I think Indiana might be the worst team when it's all said and done.
Man,
Um,
if we
but
somehow get the worst
Indiana
record, I
Indiana
think
is
the
the
highest we can
best
get is 4.
tanking team. The other day they were up 12 going into
but
the
you know
fourth
what's
quarter.
crazy? But you know what the crazy thing about it is, even if Indiana finishes as the worst team, like yeah, they can't fall below 5. But who's to say we get the second pick and Indiana falls to the fifth pick? Like
But see,
it's so
but
crazy.
I don't like it's like why they that bad anyway? They ain't got no business tanking. You know what I'm saying? They just came out the NBA championship. Like,
Most of their players is injured though, Breeze. Well,
You,
It's
you,
come
just
you
on,
know
man,
you
get
starters.
know
better,
why? Because
man. Come
Dumars
on,
gave them their own pick back. That GM from the Pelicans, man, that guy screwed our draft potential.
What happened to them,
He
man?
gave
Why all of them get injured in the same season, man? What happened to them, man? But they was
that
all
Pel-
on together when they got injured. But they was on bus squad. Like
But look at who's
Breeze.
like
That
injured.
nah, man. I'm
Pelicans
not
Look
taking
GM
look
that,
at
man.
who's
messed up the
injured though,
draft
Breezy.
potentially.
Breezy.
Yeah,
Siakam is there.
exactly.
Most
Siakam
most of
could get
the
them more wins than that. He could
most
do
of
what Jalen Brown doing.
They are
Like
they
But
Cam,
are
they
I know
off
tanking.
niggas
they off
thinking, man.
they off
They
Benedict
started
Mathurin
tanking.
though. They not.
Listen. They started tanking the moment that they did an MRI and saw that Halliburton had the same injury that KD had in the finals. Right? If you
Exactly.
send him out there to play, it's gonna tear. It was like hanging by a thread. If you send him out there to play, it's gonna tear. They did it, and just like KD, it tore. The Achilles tore. But the thing that you have to understand is the moment they gave him the MRI, that exact day, the MRI results came out. They traded back for their
They
draft pick.
traded back for their pick.
Yo,
Yep.
Dumars and the Pelicans is such a joke, man. He gave the
No,
Pacers their pick back, and he gave the Hawks their pick. I can't. Like, that's
right.
just that can be so
He saw a
consequential, man.
player. He saw a player. He's an old school player. He saw a player that plays old school, back to the basket. Doesn't shoot all threes, big man, and grabbed him. If he turns out to be an all-star and he's in the running for the rookie year, it's not a terrible trade. I would never have made that trade, but I understand what he was doing. If you like the player and you go get him, fine. And he pans out, I'm not gonna kill you for that.
I ain't gonna
But
lie though, Pa. You right, Pa. But like, if I had a chance to like, if the worst they fell to was like 4, and they had like Caleb Wilson, I ain't gonna hold you.
they
This is
should have
over
had
Queen.
they
It
they
ain't a
should have
no
had
brainer.
they should have had what Dumars wanted. He wanted a season where he didn't have to tank. He's an old school dude. You talking about 1970s college basketball mind here. He's not thinking about tanking, right?
They should be
So if
trying to
that's
win anyway. They don't
they
own their pick.
they're, right. That's why they're acting like that. You know what I'm saying? They're really trying to win. They're really trying to play their rookies. They're playing their rookies more than I would have. But it's a good thing because you're rushing the development. You're building the culture, and they just got to figure it out with what Zion is to the team. Is he a part of it or is he not? They really just need chemistry. But the if you look at the standings, our problem is the loss column. We don't have as many losses as everybody else,
Nah,
and
the Pa. I told
I
you
don't
that's
think
not
that's the
true, bro.
problem on this road trip.
It's the win. It's the wins. I'm telling you.
no, you're right. You're right. I told
If
you were right
Sacramento
about that.
wins,
I'm
yeah,
I'm
if
I'm just
Sacramento
saying.
wins or New Orleans, we are dropping to third.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
that's an automatic drop off.
yeah.
Yeah,
No,
It's
yeah.
just,
when we were talking about it on Twitter, I agree with you. You 100% right.
but we do need to get
I'm
the
pointing out
losses
the
out there though.
obvious.
Yeah,
Yeah, the
I'm
yeah,
losses is a problem.
yeah, but just make sure to stay, keep the wins.
Nah,
Just,
I don't think it's a problem, bro. We play Denver. That ain't gonna be no problem. Lost column ain't gonna be no problem.
no, that
You know what
lost
I'm
column ain't
And
gonna
saying?
then
be
we
no
play
problem.
Utah right
She's
afterwards,
laying
and
down.
We play Denver tough
Detroit. We face
though.
Detroit too. We face Detroit on Sunday.
We,
Yeah,
we
You have to look at those teams that we play
Wow.
that's below us,
y'all
like
think
Utah's gonna try
Washington,
to
Indiana.
win that game.
Washington the
He's gonna
7th.
try to
That's
lose
going to be a game right
that game.
there.
If we lose to Indiana, they move tied with us.
no problem, man. I know y'all tankers love that lost
That's a
column. No
4-way
problem,
route.
man. Look at y'all should feel happy when y'all see the
Now you
schedule
put
we got up ahead.
that's when you put all 5 rookies out there.
We got 4 games before the deadline. We actually play on the deadline, man. Damn, why can we get off on that day? Now
Nah,
it's
we
like
might
we
win
don't do
against Utah.
anything.
I'm not even gonna hold you. Utah might
Man.
be a W.
If we're gonna
Yeah,
do any trade
Utah will
business, it's
lose
gonna have
to
to
us
happen
on
on the
purpose.
4th.
Unless
They have
Keontae George go up for a master class.
he
He's a
will
damn.
he will go off for a master class and they still will lose. Like Danny
Yo,
Ainge, I'm telling you, he's bloodthirsty. He don't
yo,
care.
If they
we
play
faced
Laurie
the
Markkinen, Ace, all of them, they might have a chance of winning.
we faced the Cavs and OKC right after the All Star, breaking it back to back. Wow, that's gonna be something.
I ain't gonna lie. This we should. I think after Utah, if we win that game, we should go be on a crazy losing streak.
You know what
Indiana is
I
what
heard?
scares me though.
I saw a source tonight that said the Nets might lower their trade return offer for MPJ. Apparently, I'm not sure if that's legit, but we'll see what happens.
I think
Nobody
MPJ
knows what's
dealt
going on.
by Washington.
What?
No,
I think
listen,
MPJ
nobody
gets
knows
dealt by
what's
the
going
time
on with
we
MPJ.
get to Washington.
Pod, who would you trade MPJ to if you had the choice right now as a GM? Who would you want to trade him to for what return? Be anything.
My magical return, the Spurs.
Yeah. Ooh, I like the Spurs as a potential partner
Either
too.
either give me one of your rookies or give me 2 first-round picks.
They're gonna give us Carter
Oh,
Bryant and call it a day.
I want that
Yeah, you
Hawk.
know
I
what?
want the
You know
Hawks
what?
swap. The
You
Hawks
want
are
to
in
know what?
the
You want
lottery
to know
right now.
what,
I want
LM?
that.
I would hate Carter Bryant.
That ain't
I
nice.
would love to see Carter Bryant and Drake Powell just playing lockdown defense together, yo. That could be crazy. Like
Carter
as a
Bryant
Oh,
dude
and
that
that
Drake
would
comes
be
off
Powell
the
would be
fun.
bench
nice.
Carter Bryant
and
and
just
the Hawks 2026 swap.
Bruh,
he
and hold on. I agree
he
with
can't
Dylan
score though,
Harper,
bro.
but that's it, bro. It got to be Dylan Harper, bro.
They ain't giving
Y'all
us Dylan Harper for MPJ. That's a pipe dream, Breeze. That is a pipe
that's who
dream,
I
bro.
would
They're not
say.
giving.
That's who I would
listen,
say.
listen. Hold on, hold
That's
on,
my
hold on,
dream.
hold
That's a
on.
pipe dream.
Let's
It's a
discuss
pipe dream.
MPJ trade value and what it really is. If you're a team that's trying to compete, actually come out the Western Conference this year, those teams gotta shake with us. They gotta negotiate. They gotta talk turkey. They gotta bring the ruckus. Like if they just be passive with that, it's on them. They not gonna get out the West. The West right now, it's tough to get out the West. And if you
You
want to
know,
get over that, hold on. If you want to get over the edge, MPJ is the kind of player that's going to help you come out the West. If you're a team that can't come out the West right now,
100%. That's my argument. The sales tag I would put on MPJ is if you want to win the championship, because he's
facts.
a piece that could tip some close teams right now. Fuck around,
Mm-hmm.
Luca come out and knock y'all out. You need a scorer, a half court scorer
Mm-hmm.
in the playoffs. So
Mm-hmm.
if you trying to win, that's your guy. The problem
Mm-hmm.
is he makes 40 mil. That 40
Right.
mil in this new CBA for a third player, nah. Like
They just have to give him 40 million players.
That's
But
why the
but
Spurs make sense
but
because they have
what
they're not gonna
team?
expiring
trade him. They're not
salaries.
gonna.
The
They
Spurs,
don't
What
want
team?
that. They
See,
don't want that. 40. They don't want the NBA teams are built in a way now that you can't give your third man 40 mil. Your third man, your third guy is getting like 20 mil. It's the reason why. It's
Right.
the reason why we have the problems with Cam Thomas that we're having. You know what
And
I'm
wherever
saying?
he
Why?
going, the
The
salary got to
money
match
changed.
anyway.
well, the only
You know what
team
I'm
that would
Oh,
saying?
make
oh,
perfect
oh,
sense
oh.
is Detroit, but Detroit has said they don't want to make any big moves, and I respect them for that because their team looks really good right now. But if they wanted to, they could. The other team was the Warriors, and the source said that the Warriors might be willing to reapproach Brooklyn if the offer for MPJ is slightly lowered, which is just
the
one
truth,
first instead of
They
two
need
firsts,
yo, hold on.
probably.
Detroit need a
To
scorer
me,
though.
yo,
They
hold
need
on, hold on.
another
The
scorer.
truth is the two teams that benefit the most that really compete is the Cleveland Cavaliers. You put him at the three, but Mobley and Jared Allen, they tough. They tough,
They're over
bro.
the
You
second
gotta think
apron
about
though,
what
Breeze. Wait,
Brooklyn
they're over
getting
the
back
second
though.
apron though, Breeze. That's not good.
No,
That's looking like they're just making
all right.
worse.
So cancel them out then. Then the
Yeah.
other team I was going to say was Orlando Magic
I've seen
or
That's
Miami Heat.
I've seen
interesting.
MPJ for Paulo talk.
That
I
was
don't know
crazy.
Miami
about.
Heat or Orlando
That's
Magic,
crazy.
bro. I'm telling you, tough.
Man, that would be something.
But more Miami Heat than Orlando Magic, just
I think
because of
him
the
in
personnel
Chicago
they
could
got with
work.
the Magic already.
You know what would be crazy? What if off-season Philly wants MPJ? What if they want to offer some picks and a bad contract to take on MPJ? Would you guys be open to
Not
that?
Paul George
Nah, what
contract.
you mean, bro? They
I
gotta
mean,
give us
LM.
a
If they give you a
bro,
Clippers first for 2028, you might want to be listening because the
bro.
Clippers picks are valuable, man. Clippers are they're competing right now just to stay relevant. That team is not going to be good in a few years. Like if 76 offer me a Clippers first,
I want something more immediate because my thing is if they gonna compete with MPJ this year, then give us something in the draft this year. Like don't try to give us something that's maybe worth something 2-3 years from now. Nah. Y'all
I think
need
MPJ in
MPJ.
Chicago look
Hold on, but what
nice,
I'm
man.
saying is that's to at point he left. But bro, if y'all want to win right now, we the one who got that advantage. Y'all need MPJ to get y'all over the competition that is in front of y'all. And like realistically, I might have been wrong about Cleveland, but shit, Miami might, you know what I'm saying? They need somebody that can score in the half court. They play half court offense. You know what I'm
if
saying? What
if
can
you
we
talk
get
about
from
a
Miami?
If you're talking about pick for this year, the Spurs deal makes sense because the Spurs currently have the Hawks pick, and the Hawks pick I think is like 12 to 14 in the lottery. So if they really wanted MPJ, that Hawk swap has to come to us. That essentially give the Nets two lottery picks in this year's draft. So if you want that immediate return, the Spurs would make the most sense. And the Spurs right now are the only team that seems to have figured out OKC. So if the Spurs went with this all-in move, giving up that Hawk swap and expiring salary, I'm golden at that point. I have two lottery picks. You could have MPJ. Like that's literally the best you could get potentially for MPJ. Like Warriors, it's more about quantity. Detroit, it's more about quantity. Spurs, that's about value in the lottery if you
San
want
Antonio
immediately.
wouldn't be bad in terms of landing MPJ.
So
You can
Right.
get some good
so
good
hold on.
capital
I'm
there.
gonna I'm
You
gonna
mean
leave
for the
off.
Nets?
We're gonna leave
Yeah.
off. We're gonna leave off with this question. We're gonna answer this, and then I'm gonna close out. Um, whatever pick we get in the draft, and we make the trade that John just mentioned. Y'all take those two picks, move up to top three, or y'all keep what we got and have two lottery picks over one top three pick.
Yeah, it depends. I think you do that depending on where you land. Like
Right.
if we got the second pick in the draft and that Atlanta pick gets us like 13, I'm good.
Yeah,
I'm good off that. Call it a day. Don't no moves
yeah.
up, no move up, none of that. But if we land six, I don't know. Maybe you wanna see if you can move up, but I mean I don't think anybody could. I mean 1 through 4, possibly 1 through 5 is solid picks, man. I don't know if anybody will be willing to move up.
It would be amazing if that Hawk swap actually gets us like top three and our lottery pick gets us like top six. That would be quite an interesting thing. If we trade MPJ away to get a top three lottery pick,
Mm.
that would be like one of the biggest chess moves of all time. But honestly, having two lottery picks in this draft is huge because if we crack top five, that's one way to move about this. If you could get another guy around maybe 7 through 10 with that Hawks pick, there you go. You have two young core pieces to add to what you already drafted this year. That would be the best way to go about having a young core. That's about getting those vets to surround and try to get into a playing spot.
But
Honestly,
see,
that's what the
and
best way to
right,
cash in at
and
MJ at this point.
right, and on that note, and we gotta go to Scott see how you feel about it. I would if I don't like none of the trades that are here, I would save it until draft night because you could trade on draft night, right?
Yeah, you can.
I would trade MPJ on draft night.
Ooh.
Trade MPJ to somebody that want to compete this year for somebody that for a player that we could rebuild with a piece. You know what I'm saying?
I don't. I personally think that the way teams do business has
We hope though,
changed,
man. Y'all, we could easily keep MPJ, man. I always tell y'all that shit, man.
and the days of people getting 40 million a year for players is going to change. It's not the same with this tier group. It's just
That's what I'm
not.
saying. I think we keep MPJ. Really think MPJ stays. But if you're thinking about dealing him on draft night, that's not necessarily a bad thing.
No, it's not bad. I would like to get rid of him now and just guarantee some kind of pick.
You know,
But
it's
see,
interesting.
that's the thing. Like the thing with the draft night is the chemistry that you would be. You know, that's your sell point. You know, you get MPJ to play with you for a whole season. He'll be ready for the playoffs. He healthy, and that's the whole thing. You know,
It might
when
be
that's
more intriguing because he a 1 year deal. So I mean,
Right, and 10
realistically,
teams are going to have cap space. So actually, I miscalculated. MPJ being expiring actually might be beneficial with our leverage because there are 10 teams. We're one of them that has
Right.
cap space in summer. If it's a contending team with cap space, they might be more inclined to offer capital to take MPJ from us. So honestly, we might have more leverage in the offseason. We also have leverage right now, and that's the best thing about MPJ. He's given us a lot of optionality going forward. And that's what you want with a guy making a lot of unnecessary money is that you could choose to deal him when the time feels beneficial. With draft night, Breezy,
listen.
you got my
Hold
mind
on.
thinking now a bit about that.
Right. I wanted to say this too. And again, the reason why I want to keep MPJ is not to say it like that, but you ever heard of something called garbage points? Like you score points and it don't matter.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The 3 pointers that Diego is hitting, they matter because of MPJ. MPJ will keep us close, keep
He
us in.
looking for him.
but he
He
keep us in the game. So when Diego hitting these threes, it's a three to tie the game. It's a three to take the lead. It's a three to cut into the lead. It's a three to win. I ain't gonna say win the game. Hold on, slow it down. You know what I'm saying, but it's an important shot. It's not contributed to, well, it impacts winning. You know what I'm saying,
yeah.
or it impacts the game. And
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying.
MPJ
MPJ do. That's what veterans do. That's the leadership that we
yeah,
need.
MPJ
That's
is
why we
giving
don't want
him
them. That's why we don't want the rookies to just be out there losing every game and not, you know what I'm
not
saying?
gaining nothing.
Always
That's the
fight to
point
be
I was
close to
trying to
winning
say
at
is
least. You know what I'm
that you
saying?
got to create the scenario for them to learn. They can't just learn and you just losing terribly.
Mm-hmm.
That's not learning. Then you just playing. Then you just running up and down the court. There's no scenario for you to learn. There's no way you being put in a position that you need to see.
Jordy has
Yeah.
time to fix this. Just got to trust the rookie. Said, Claude, this is my Brooklyn Nets cap. Represent, man. Come on. This is a Brooklyn Nets channel, bro. Wake up.
Yeah, talk to him, John. Yo, again, man, shout out to John and all the members on the page. Shout out to Scott. Shout out to Brooklyn LM. Y'all see Scott joining through his link in the chat. Y'all hear Brooklyn LM talking shit we ain't never heard. Shout out to that content about what he said about getting players NBA ready. That was dope. I thought that was one of my favorite parts of the show tonight. Again, man, Nets fans is the best fans. Yeah, I know we already out here. Y'all already see the subscribe, you know what I'm saying? Subscribe, man, you know what I mean? And put the notification on so when I go live, you know what I'm saying, y'all pull up, you know what I mean? We could get to it right away. Um, that being said, we're gonna be back with more content really soon, man. Know that. Thank y'all for tuning in. I appreciate y'all. Have a good one. Good night. Peace.